quick and stress-free. And as always, you want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder, whether you're purchasing or refinancing. Call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
See that Honda badge? It reveals more than the Ridgeline's maker. It's a testament to endurance and Honda ingenuity. So when the terrain ahead is full of challenges, brace yourself. The Honda Ridgeline is about to amaze you. Rise to the challenge with the rugged performance of the Honda Ridgeline.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties. I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome out to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex here for some West Virginia high school baseball for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Sports. I'm Spencer Lee, joined alongside Colin McLaughlin and Trip Tobin. Running camera today is Donald Kenny here for Countdown of First Pitch, brought to you by Cody's Body Shop, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. When you get the job done, where you get the job done right the first time, call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Here we've got a great EPAC matchup here between Hedgesville and Martinsburg. It's the second and final regular season matchup between the two ball clubs. Back on, I believe it was March 18th, Martinsburg won 7-5. But Hedgesville tried to make the comeback, scored 2 in the top of the 7th, but was unable to put any more on the board. And it's been about 3 weeks since that game, and Trip, both teams have played pretty well since. And but for Hedgesville, again, without one of their best players.
Yeah, Hedgesville certainly is hurting for for some power in that lineup, losing Riley Bob, tremendous offensive threat, and he also was an arm for them. He's not a regular pitcher, but he certainly has the athleticism to give some innings on the mound. Their regular third baseman and shortstop when Braylon Connor pitched, so a huge part of this team missing. Also, Martinsburg tonight missing their center fielder, with an injury in the batting cage, a fluke injury on a ball that came off the end of the bat. And it looks like Jordan Camby's going to be setting this one out with maybe some swelling in the face, maybe possible fracture on his nose. So, but nothing long term from what I hear. So both teams missing some major cogs here, but it's next man up. That time of the year when when the battle of attrition happens. When you get into the grind of the season, and you get a little overuse, and you get some turned ankles and sore arms and different things. So But I expect a good baseball game here tonight out of the team, the 9 players they put on the field, that's for sure.
And Colin, both of these teams were victorious in their last ball games, but last ball game for Martinsburg came on Monday and Hedgesville on Tuesday, so a long layoff for both teams.
Yeah, long layoff, and we'll see how these teams deal with the weather here tonight. As you can see, right as we started this pregame show, the rain has decided to start as well, and it's coming down, it looks like, pretty hard out there. It's a pretty windy evening, too, here at the Hedgesville Baseball Complex. So we'll have to see how these teams fare with the wet conditions. That's the reason why this game was actually moved to tonight from yesterday as well. So hopefully the field stays in pretty good shape.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Grove, which you'll hear coming up here in a few moments, he said they could have played the game yesterday if they kind of moved it earlier into the day and just played varsity-wise, but he thought it was a good decision, and Coach Byler agreed that they should move the game to the next day, and for the most part, it was pretty good. It should be just a passing rain shower coming in. We'll get you game weather here later in the pregame show, but that'll do it for this first segment of the Cody's Body Shop pregame show. On the other side of this break, you'll hear from head coach Aaron Byler, then you'll hear from head coach Eric Grove for Hedgesville. That's coming up after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
See that Honda badge? It reveals more than the Ridgeline's maker. It's a testament to endurance and Honda ingenuity. So when the terrain ahead is full of challenges, brace yourself. The Honda Ridgeline is about to amaze you. Rise to the challenge with the rugged performance of the Honda Ridgeline.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School here, Baseball Complex. Spencer Boyden, Colin McLaughlin, and Trip Tobin, happy to have you with us here. It's now time for the Laddie's Bar and Grill coaches interviews. First, we'll start with Aaron Byler.
So I'm here with head coach Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Bauer. Aaron, last time these two teams met, you and Hedgesville, was a close game. It was an early season EPAC game. It was scheduled for last night, but here it is a Saturday night. Do you expect the same atmosphere?
Yeah, I think it'll be fun tonight. I think anytime we get together, it's a good atmosphere and exciting. The kids get excited about it. So yeah, we're ready to go. We're looking forward to it.
So you look on the other side of the dugout there, and you see Hedgesville. Hedgesville lost a few players here, and they're kind of in the next man up mode. And but sometimes when you get in that situation, you're hard to beat because you really have nothing to lose. So how do you think about their approach tonight, and how do you counter that?
Well, first off, let me just say, my thoughts go out to Riley Bubb. You never root for an opponent to get injured, and Riley's a great kid, and you hate to see that injury. So I'm sorry for that. Wish him nothing but the best, and hopefully he's back for the Legion season with you guys. They're going to battle. They have enough pieces over there to be very good every night. We're going to have our hands full. We're a little banged up right now too. So I expect to be a competitive baseball game.
You say a little banged up. Last time you played was Monday against East Hardy. It was a 4-day stretch of just practice. Looks like you have a little different lineup when Edwards is pitching tonight than you have in the past. Can you tell us about the stretch of 4 days off and how you were able to stay focused and in the change in the lineup here tonight?
Yeah, you get to this point in the season and you'd rather play than practice, and not only did we not get to play, we had to hit inside for 4 straight days, and we haven't been on a baseball field besides to throw a little bit in the outfield yesterday for 4 days. So, I hope that doesn't come back to hurt us. I expect us to be maybe a little bit rusty with not being able to take any reps. Unfortunately, we're without Jordan Canby, our center fielder, tonight. Had a little an injury, got hit with a ball in the nose. In the cage during BP yesterday. Thankfully, he's only out for 2 days and should be back Monday. Had to move a couple pieces around, had to plug in a couple guys that don't play every day, but the expectation doesn't change, and you expect those guys to perform.
All right, well, good luck tonight.
Thanks, Trip.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
With Coach Grove for Hedgesville, and you guys pushed the game back a day due to weather, field conditions. Field's looking really nice.
Yeah, it was actually wasn't too bad. We maybe could have played the varsity game last night. It kind of looked like as the day wore on. In the morning it was rough looking. Just a couple drainage areas. We had to do a couple things different, but the weather was good today, and a little cold, but I think the field's in good shape.
And you guys were able to play on Tuesday against Mercersburg, I believe, and you got the victory there. Not a lot of teams ended up playing on Tuesday. You guys were able to get that game in. Does that help you kind of not having a 5 or 6 day layoff compared?
I don't know. Outside of a couple of days, it's usually about the same thing. But it'll be kind of, it's difficult when you have multiple days in a row where you have to go in the gym or in the batting cage, like irregular days off. So, I don't know that gives us any advantage. Just got to come out and throw strikes, play defense behind him.
And tonight, Martinsburg's second matchup, you guys fell in that one 7-5 earlier in the season. You guys were making the comeback in that game, it just fell short.
Yeah, neither team was probably happy with how they played, and it's kind of the same kind of weather tonight and all that, and so I feel like this would be a good telltale game to see where we're at. But off a layoff like this, it's kind of hard to say, what expectations should be. And feel like ultimately, I think the team that wants it more tonight will win.
And obviously, kind of this week coming up, you'll have Jefferson, I believe, and then you guys go down to Myrtle Beach after that. How much do you anticipate like this week coming up being like the rev up week to facing some good competition down there?
Well, I hope we're ready to play these games coming up. A lot of good local teams that we haven't necessarily matched up with yet. This will be a good contest for us tonight. I definitely good to go get momentum to go down there, because it's an experience a lot of these kids haven't ever had before because of COVID, and this is a pretty new team as they've been put together. So hopefully we need a good win up in this area to propel us forward, I think. And I do think we're playing a little better recently, but it's just hard to say a couple of days off how either one of these teams are going to play. So hopefully the right Hedgesville team shows up.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. Thanks for talking to us.
All right, thank you, sir.
That was head coach for the Hedgesville Eagles, Eric Grove, and those were your coaches' interviews. Brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. We'll be back for more on the Cody's Body Shop Countdown to First Pitch next. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Are you at risk for a heart attack or stroke? WVU Medicine would like to remind you it's important to recognize the signs and symptoms so you can seek medical attention fast. The acronym FAST stands for F, face drooping, A, arm weakness, S, speech difficulty, and T, time to call 911. If you are having a stroke, get medical attention right away. Immediate treatment may decrease the risk of disability and prevent death. This important message is brought to you by WVU Medicine.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices. And we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
It was raining. I'm not sure if the rain is still coming down. It looks like it may be just a little bit, but not supposed to rain the entirety of the game. Actually, I take that back. It is now supposed to. The weather is ever-changing here in the Panhandle. It's currently 50 degrees, mostly cloudy, some rain in the forecast for the next 2 hours or so, it appears. 60 at 7% chance, 90 at 8%, 90 at 8 p.m. It'll be 45-ish by the time we end things here around 9 p.m. That was your weather, brought to you by Kelly's Allstate Insurance. Now we'll get to the starting lineups, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. We'll get you started with Martinsburg. I'll do that, and then Tripp will do Hedgesville. For Martinsburg, batting first and playing shortstop, Hudson Clement. Batting second, playing left field, is Landon Sifford. Batting third, playing first base, is Isaiah Morris. Batting fourth and doing the pitching is Caleb Edwards. Batting fifth, playing second base, is Carson Buber. Batting sixth, playing third base is Michael Lupus. DHing is Jake Zittel. And then for him is in center field is Logan Wilt, who gets the DH today. And at batting eighth, playing right field is Joe Paulson. Batting ninth to round out the lineup, playing catcher is Matthew Asanovich. Now Tripp for Hedgesville.
Now for Hedgesville, leading off, playing shortstop, number 12, Braylon Connor. Batting second tonight, your pitcher, number 8, Jackson Ruiz. Batting in the 3-hole, number 24, Connor Quinn. He's DHing for the center fielder, Gage Gano. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 27, Mike Nichols. Playing right field and batting fifth, number 16, Lane DeLauder. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 2, Hayden Kimball. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 6, Chris French. Batting eighth, your left fielder, number 13, Tanner Matthew. And doing the catching, number 21, Yadnael Riviera Sosa.
Also like to be referred to as Sammy Sosa, his nickname, as we've been told. All right, we got a few minutes here. Let's talk about the history of Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Obviously, a big rivalry in all sports, but in baseball, last time out about 3 or so weeks ago, Martinsburg came out on top 7-5, but it wasn't Hedgesville. It wasn't that Hedgesville didn't come back; they just couldn't come back enough. They scored 2 in the top of the 7th, but just couldn't continue to get everything going.
Those 2 great pitching matchups there early in the season. Joe Paulson and Lane DeLauder showing us what they can do and what they continue to do this season. But if you remember last year Martinsburg had to travel in the section, so they had to come here and win 2 games against Hedgesville to claim that sectional title. So it's big when you're playing the sectional to get that seed above your sectional opponent, so you don't have to travel, on the road during that sectional tournament. So that's kind of why you're seeing when these sectional opponents play each other, the need to win, and the kids get excited, and you see the atmosphere. So that's kind of what you're seeing there tonight. Martinsburg throwing their ace, and one of their aces anyway, between Joe and Edwards. Edwards is going tonight, and then Hedgesville going with Ruiz, who's been, annually the last couple of years been one of their better pitchers as well.
Yeah, definitely. Colin, you over there? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. You want me to give you your EPAC baseball roundup?
Yeah, we've got a little bit of time.
Yeah, because actually, as you can see on TV 10 here, the Gator to do the grounds crew ran out of gas. So that's why we're delayed right now. Tripp actually pointed that out to me a couple minutes ago. But your EPAC baseball roundup brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experience as accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball. I see a doubleheader for Spring Mills at Pendleton County there in Franklin. I'm not sure if it got postponed or if there's just no scores yet here on Game Changer. So I'll move on now to Musselman. They were at James Wood already tonight, and they lost by a final score of 7-6 there in the Winchester area. As for Jefferson, we know how good they've been all year. They've already had it doubleheader today against Morgantown High School, and Jefferson got 2 wins. The first one by a final score of 24-4, and the second game just went final a few minutes ago, 7-6. Jefferson gets the win in that one, and that is your EPAC baseball roundup.
And Martinsburg played at Morgantown last Saturday, got a 9-0 win in the first game, and then fell 8-4. So it seems like when you play a doubleheader against Morgantown, you get 2 different Morgantown teams, a team that seems like it's going to fight, and then a team that kind of just seems like it gets dominated. And you saw that again today with another doubleheader against an EPAC team, Colin.
Yeah, it's showing how good that this EPAC is here this year. We weren't so sure how it actually was going to be. We knew they were going to be competitive against each other, but it's always the question, no matter what sport it is, how competitive the Eastern Panhandle teams are against the rest of the state. And I think it's shown there in the split of the doubleheader last week for Martinsburg against Morgantown, and now a sweep of a doubleheader for Jefferson against Morgantown, how good this area might be in baseball. I know Tripp here next to me is nodding his head in agreement.
Yeah, I mean, last night, Morgantown stayed the night here last night. They played Spring Mills.
That's what I was going to
last night,
yeah.
And Spring Mills was winning 3-0 going to the 5th inning. Chase Herndon had, I believe, about 9 strikeouts. Had Morgantown shut out, and then the bullpen, couldn't hold the lead there. So, Spring Mills was 6 outs away from beating them as well. And if Herndon can have a couple more efficient innings there and not have a little bit of a rough 5th, he goes into the 5th or 6th. They may come away with a win. And at this point, because of their win-loss record, and they've had some close games, but they're basically, sixth in the EPAC at the moment. So even the number 6 team has given, Morgantown a fit last night. So Morgantown definitely getting their hands full with the EPAC teams.
All right, and that'll do it there again, as Colin said, for the baseball roundup. The EPAC baseball roundup brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, over 120 years combined experience as accident, injury, and disability lawyers. You can go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball, as Coach Eric Groves walks back to his dugout now in there, and Coach Byler getting some last comments with the umpiring crew. We will step aside for we'll do a 3-minute break to cover the national anthem and some of the starting lineups. We'll be back for first pitch. This has been your Cody's Body Shop countdown to first pitch. You're tuning into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 3 minutes for first pitch.
Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We're accident, injury, and disability lawyers with over 120 years combined local trial experience. When injury or illness has stopped you from working, you may be eligible for Social Security disability. Ron Harmon has been winning disability claims for over a quarter of a century. Don't hire some out-of-state firm. Ron Harmon's in Martinsburg. He will meet with you right here in our office. Get a local lawyer you can trust. Call 304-LAWYERS for a free consultation. 304-LAWYERS or 304-263-0900.
Hedgesville Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Hedgesville Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Play ball! The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, the Hedgesville Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Trips, thought of the game.
Thought of the game?
Welcome back here to Hedgesville Baseball Complex. Spencer Dupuis, Colin McLaughlin, Trip Tobin here for you tonight on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as they announce starting lineups here for Hedgesville. Already got through Martinsburg, and we're going to have this new thing I just came up with on the fly. Trip Tobin's pregame thoughts for the game. What are they?
My thoughts for the game?
And they have to be about the game.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they're playing baseball. I mean, both these two teams have been on 4 game breaks in the rain and the wind and in the cold weather. I mean, I think the thought of the game is, let's spring get here and let's see some warm baseball. Everybody's in there, you see the pitchers, it's for injuries and all, but, we just want some nice warm weather where we can come out and play baseball and stay on schedule and and see these guys come out and play. I mean, Martinsburg missed a couple of games this week. Hedgesville missed a couple of games this week, and here it is on Saturday night, and we're playing under the lights, drizzling rain. So, the thought of the day is, come on spring, come on summer.
All right, well, we are going to take a 90-second break here to cover the national anthem. We'll be back for first pitch on the other side of that 90-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Hi, my name's Corey, and I'm here at Orsini's in beautiful Martinsburg, West Virginia. We no longer specialize in only appliances. We have kitchen design, countertops, cabinets, flooring, and even a new 1,200 square foot sleep studio with brands such as Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. 304-267-7251, 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg. We price match the big box stores, and we give back to our local community.
Orsini's.com. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, where accident, injury, and disability lawyers with over 120 years combined local trial experience. When injury or illness has stopped you from working, you may be eligible for Social Security disability. Ron Harmon has been winning disability claims for over a quarter of a century. Don't hire some out-of-state firm. Ron Harmon's in Martinsburg. He will meet with you right here in our office. Get a local lawyer you can trust. Call 304-LAWYERS for a free consultation. 304-LAWYERS or 304-263-0900.
Welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex. Again, Spencer Dupuy, Trip Tobin, Colin McLaughlin. Happy to have you with us. Back in the studio is Nick Verzolini and Avery Newport. Running camera is Donald Kinney. So we get ready for first pitch here. We'll give Martinsburg's lineup once again. And Trip, you got it this time?
Sure. You got me here. So batting first, shortstop number 3, Hudson Clement. Playing left field, batting second, number 4, Landon Siffer. Playing first base, number 14, Isaiah Morris. Pitching and batting cleanup, number 27, Caleb Edwards. Playing second base, batting fifth, number 5, Carson Buber. Playing third base, number 10, Michael Lupus tonight. In the 7th spot, your DH, Jake Zittel, number 18. He's batting for the center fielder, Logan Wilt. Batting 8th, number 32, Joe Paulson, playing right field. And in the catching position, number 8, batting 9th tonight, Matthew Asanovich. So we see Logan Will getting that start in center field. We talked about it a little earlier, and Coach Baller had spoke about it in the pregame interview about Canby being out tonight. Got hit in the nose in the cage on a ball, batted ball off the bat as he was leaning down to pick up some balls in another cage. The cage screen giveaway just enough for the ball to come in, catch him on the nose, give him an injury. Is going to have him out for a couple of days. So they're without their regular center fielder, but Logan Wilt, next man up, steps in and going to left field, and we're seeing Joe Paulson, who's had a few starts in right field tonight. So the outfield looks a little different tonight.
And you want to give your read for that again? Or?
My read? Oh, sure. I get to do my own read. Trips Flooring, starting lineup brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Those guys will treat you well.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they? I mean, we got the main man right here, right?
Well, unfortunately, we can't work as many evenings as we used to because I had to take a second job. So, but.
All right, as we get
ready.
And
we're thankful for that.
Yeah, we are thankful for that. As we get ready for first pitch, Jackson Ruest on the mound for Hedgesville tonight. Jackson Ruest has pitched 20 1/3 innings, 5 games, started 1, faced 79 batters, is 3-0 on the season, given up 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 6 walks, struck out 29 guys, and his ERA is 1.7.
Yeah, best ERA and strikeout-wise on the team for Hedgesville. So it should be a fun one to see him on the mound tonight here for the Eagles.
Yeah, when you look at the Eagles and you look at Him and Tanner Matthews and Lane Lauder, all three have a great ERAs.
First pitch at 7:12 here. First pitch brought to you by the Mortgage Center on Edwin Miller Boulevard. One call will save you thousands. Call 304-267-9040.
I think they need to let the tractor run out of gas about every pregame. That way we get everything in.
The first one comes in and it's fouled off. So 0-1 the count now to Hudson Clement. Second one in. That is a called strike.
Ruiz standing out there, tall, lanky, left-hander. Looked like a little two-seam there that had a little bit of a run on it.
The 0-2 delivery on the way. That one is almost in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 now the count.
Took a little something off of that pitch, so he's already dipping into his arsenal there. That certainly wasn't his fastball, so I don't know if it was a changeup that was in or what, but Hudson took it down low.
1-2 delivery on the way, again low inside. Kind of the same pitch there, Trip.
Same pitch, same location, a little
same location.
in a fastball, but young Sosa behind the plate kind of took the pitch and carried it out of the strike zone as opposed to pulling it back in. Needs to frame that ball a little better and buy a strike there every now and then for Ruiz, but the way he had received it didn't help Ruiz much.
That one comes in, and it strikes him out looking on the 2-2 pitch. First strikeout of the game on the first batter for Ruiz. That one is struck out looking.
Yeah, it looked like Clement was really thinking fastball there and got kind of caught off guard with the breaking ball right down the heart of the plate.
Yeah, it started a little high, dropped right in the zone there.
Sifford up to bat for Martinsburg. He gets hit wood on that one, and that one is out to short right field, and that is caught just at the foul line, or at the foul, the baseline.
Yeah.
So second out of the game already. Quick 2 outs here.
Lane DeLauder out there, those long, lanky legs, and that speed got to it a little quick, almost overrun as it started to tail back in, made the catch, and then carried it on over to the tarp area there.
Coming up now is Isaiah Morris, the first baseman today.
Lefty with that orange bat he's been carrying around for the last couple years.
First pitch to him, he swings straight through that one. So 0-1 now the count here with 2 outs in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, the Ruiz curveball to Hudson Clement was kind of up and dropped in the heart of the plate. That curveball was started in the middle of the plate and broke away. So, he's having success here locating that pitch at the moment.
That one comes in, and it's located there for another strike, 0-2. He gets ahead of him, 0-2.
Yeah, Rest so far so good control-wise. If he can keep that up, this might be a quick game for the Eagles.
Yeah, 2 curveballs there.
0-2 delivery on the way. That one's close to the dirt outside for a ball.
Yadnael Riviera Sosa behind the plate. Giving the signals here.
1-2 delivery on the way from Ruiz. Then he gets that one swinging. Dropped third strike, though. He'll run down to first. But completely out as Sosa will throw it over to Nichols. And that'll do it for the top of the first inning. Remains scoreless here at 0-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the first inning after this 1-minute break. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex here. Bottom of the first inning between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Scoreless game, and get the top of the lineup here for Hedgesville. And Tripp, you got that for us?
Top of the lineup here is Braylon Connor playing shortstop, number 12. We'll see number 2 batting the 2-hole, the pitcher, Jackson Ruest, number 8. And then doing the DH, batting the 3-hole, 24, Connor Quinn this inning.
There you go here as just completing the warm-up pitches was Caleb Edwards. Now getting ready to come into the box as he walks behind home plate is Braylon Connor.
Braylon Connor. Hedgesville wearing the home white with the blue trim. Got the H there on the left pocket side. The white piping, or the blue piping on the white pants with the blue letters. A little bit of some gray trim there, but good-looking uniforms.
First one from Edwards comes in for a ball now, 1-0 the count.
Martinsburg in the grays. Orange Martinsburg across the front. Orange hat, black bill with the black M.
First one in, another ball now, 2-0 the count.
Caleb's going to do a little moundscaping out there. He didn't like the landing zone there for his foot. So
that one comes in for a strike now, 2-1 the count.
You got to like Caleb. He works quick. You know, he gets up there, knows what he needs to do.
And he gets bat on ball there, and it's going to Hudson Clement. He'll throw it over there to Morris at first for the first out of the game on a 6-3 put out.
Off the end of the bat there, he got ball was on the outer half of the plate, rolled over. He just capped it a little bit, hit it softly, and the ground's a little wet. So Clement made a really good play there, you know. Very athletic, come up, gloved the baseball, good exchange through on the run. It's a great play all around.
First one in there for a ball now with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Hedgesville at bat. This is Jackson Ruest, the pitcher.
It'll be interesting to see how these pitchers on the mound fare for each team since it had rain earlier here at the complex.
And Ruest puts style to drive into that one, but right to Wilt there in center field. Just has to move up into the left, or excuse me, to the right a few steps for the second out here in the bottom of the first inning. Now up to the plate is Connor Quinn, the DH today.
Had great contact there for Ruest, but the wind has kind of died down here, so the ball doesn't carry as much right now. But if that wind does come back, we might see a few.
Yeah, that ball's hit pretty hard right on the barrel.
First one in there for a strike now to Connor Quinn, the DH.
In a different approach here, it looks like Edwards is going all fastball early. You know, just challenging hitters. Strike 2 there.
Foul tip into the glove of Asanovich.
So as we've seen Ruest be more of a finesse pitcher, you see Edwards be more of a fastball thrower, reaching back, challenging hitters at the moment.
0-2 delivery comes in outside for a ball.
Edwards so far on the year has struck out 19, looking for his 20th now to tie Buber.
And that's a called strike 3, and getting out of the inning with nothing, no hits, no runs, no walks. As we'll head to the top of the second inning, scoreless here between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. We're back in 60 seconds. We're tuning into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, where accident, injury, and disability lawyers with over 120 years combined local trial experience. When injury or illness has stopped you from working, you may be eligible for Social Security disability. Ron Harmon has been winning disability claims for over a quarter of a century. Don't hire some out-of-state firm. Ron Harmon's in Martinsburg. He will meet with you right here in our office. Get a local lawyer you can trust. Call 304-LAWYERS for a free consultation. 304-LAWYERS or 304-263-0900.
Welcome back to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex here for some EPAC baseball action. Spencer Dupuy, Trip Tobin, Colin McLaughlin, happy to have you with us. Donald Kenny, our cameraman here this evening, between an EPAC matchup between Hedgesville and Martinsburg. Quick first inning here, and now coming back to the top of the second inning. Up for Martinsburg is Caleb Edwards, who's hitting .407 on the season in 27 at-bats. He has, pull this stat up here, he's got 11 hits and 27 at-bats, and including 4 doubles, 14 RBIs.
Hitting the ball pretty well here. Speaking to him, seeing the ball pretty well, hitting the ball pretty well, but definitely is having a great year on the mound, for Martinsburg.
West getting ready. Throw the top of the second inning here. Quick first inning for him that included 2 strikeouts. First one in, a little high and outside or inside. For a ball, 1-0 now the count.
Yeah, what I like about this game, we're seeing 2 totally different pitchers. One that's throws the ball hard, challenging hitters, and then of course Rue West, who's finesse, throws different pitches, different locations, and just a great approach.
Second one in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count.
Lefty righty matchup here.
Rue West waiting for the sign now. Pitch on the way. That one hits him. Free walk to first base there. Hit by pitch.
It'll be interesting here to see if who Coach Aaron Ballard has as a runner, considering Wilt's in the field. Grove's a little banged up. Number 25 running for the pitcher.
That is Isaac Grove.
Isaac, okay.
It's our first courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner. Those are brought to you. The courtesy runner is courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
He'd been a little banged up earlier, in the week, so see how he does.
Now at the plate is Boober. He'll put down a bunt, perfectly placed bunt. It'll move him over to second, and he'll get him on the run. A close one there, very close.
Very nice play.
But he moves the guy over.
Yeah, great sacrifice by Boober. He almost bunted just good enough to get himself on base. He caused Ruiz to get off the mound hard and pirouette, do a 180 to throw him out there at first. Threw a little wide, but Mike Nichols, good job stretching out there, making that play. But with the ground being a little wet and the ball being a little wet, putting the bunt down there, forcing Ruiz to grab the baseball and get a grip on it there. It's a good play there.
Lupus now at the plate, hitting .353 on the season. That one gets away from Sosa, and he'll have to try to throw to second there to Fred, I think that was Connor, but almost went in the outfield, able to run over there was Connor to get it.
It was a ball in the dirt. Grove did a nice job being aggressive with the ball in the dirt early in the game. The catcher couldn't find it, so Grove, then we did find it. Grove was kind of halfway, so it caught him off guard there, but he got back to second safely. Probably should have ate it Sosa once he did pick it up, and really didn't have a play if he doesn't make that throw immediately.
The 1-0 delivery comes in, and that's near the dirt for a ball, so 2-0 now the count. The runner in scoring position for Martinsburg. Lupus a .353 hitter on the season. That one again gets away from the catcher. He lost it, and it's over right in front of the Martinsburg dugout, so Grove, he moves over to third.
Yeah, catcher's having trouble finding the baseball after it hits the dirt. Not getting a lot of help, or doesn't get that mask off, and sometimes catchers don't, but just generally the way it kicks off a lefty sometimes a little odd as well when he got some spin on it, but it found its way up the third base side in front of the Martinsburg on deck circle.
Lupus with 6 RBIs on the year, looking for number 7. That one comes in for a strike now, 3-1 to count.
Coach Ballard putting that bunt down early, trying to get an early lead. A lot of people aren't big on bunting early, but in this EPAC game, expecting low.
3-1 delivery. He gets a
score.
Big bat on that one into right center field, and that one's off the base of the wall. Coming around to score is Grove. Now into second is Lupus with a double. Stand-up double for Michael Lupus brings in the first one of the ball game. Martinsburg now on top of 1-0.
it hit the 7-Eleven sign out there, I believe, or the Weather Holtz bonding, but it definitely hit the fence on the fly. So he was just a little bit of a wind gust or another foot or two away from having his first home run of the season.
And that'd be, I believe, Martinsburg's first home run of the season if he would have gotten that.
Yeah, Lupus took that one for a ride there.
Yeah,
one of the
Martinsburg
deepest parts
has
of the
not
park.
hit a homer yet.
Setting on a 3-1 pitch, great approach there, looking for a fastball, got it, and just drove it into right center.
Jake Zittel, the DH, is now up, hitting 138 on the season. It's had a rough go of it, looking to get back on track here tonight. First one comes in for a ball now, 1-0 the count.
Martinsburg now with that 1-0 lead has a runner in scoring position again, threatening with one out.
That one comes in and catches the zone now, 1-1. Zittel, I mentioned, hitting 138 on the season. He's 4 for 29.
When you go back to the Lupus at bat, just when you get into a 3-0 situation like that and you have to go to the hitter, that's when it's advantage hitter, and Lupus did a great job of taking advantage of that.
1-1 delivery comes in and it catches the corner of the plate there for a ball, and that 1-2 now the count. Looked really close from at least up here. Can't really see the hole.
It looked really close on our camera for the TV audience too there on that outside corner of the plate, but it did look like it just caught it, as you said.
1-2 delivery coming. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Zittel, that one a little dribbler right in front of the pitcher, and it'll be Sosa. He'll complete the out to first, but the runner goes to third. So he moves him over there for, what's you call that, sacrifice?
His Zittel definitely didn't.
Fielder's choice or sacrifice?
No, it was a 2-3. He didn't try to sacrifice there, but he I don't know how that happened. I don't know. It's like they just barely caught a bit of it and just run it out. It didn't even get out of the dirt there on a full swing. So hit that mud and just kind of dropped and I'm not sure exactly. You don't see that very often unless it gets a squibber, but it just dropped in front of the dirt. Joe Paulson up now, getting a start in right field tonight, swinging through that first pitch there. Generally, has lived his junior year as a pitcher only for the most part. This year, hitting the baseball pretty decent, getting some starts in right.
On the season, 3 for 9. That one comes in, another strike, so 0-2 the count here with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Martinsburg has already gotten 1 run across, though, looking for a second one as Lupus is down at third.
Big pitch here, big out for Ruiz to keep the damage to 1.
Fouls it away there.
Paulson trying to show that he's an everyday player here out in the right field. If he can string together a couple hits tonight, get himself a couple starts here when he's not pitching. Some people embrace the pitcher-only role. Other guys want to play every day. It's just you have to embrace your role.
And he grounds that one to Kimball. Kimball will complete the out, throwing it over to Nichols, and that'll end the top of the second inning, but not before Martinsburg is able to get a run across on a Michael Lupus RBI double. We'll be back for the bottom of the second inning after this 60-second break. You're tuning in to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hedgesville Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Hedgesville Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Welcome back to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex here for some EPAC baseball action. Saturday night, some rare Saturday night EPAC baseball action here between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Spencer DuBois, Trip Tobin, Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman Donald Kenny here tonight helping us out as we get ready for the bottom of the second inning. As Michael Nichols up to the plate here for Hedgesville, as they look to get something going after giving him a run to Martinsburg in the top half of the inning.
Yeah, Nichols got a couple of home runs on the season. He can tie this thing up with one swing of the at-bat easily. He was part of that. He was a big part of that last game they played. Had a collision there with Asanovich late in the game, which got him restricted to the bench for the rest of the game, and it ended up being his at-bat there at the end of the game that came to the plate with an opportunity to possibly tie that game up or even go ahead, and he was actually relegated to the bench on that. So collision over there at first, and that last game proved to be a big play.
That one comes in now. It is a strike after 2 straight balls, and you talk about Nichols can change, hit a home run. He's the leader for Hedgesville in home runs with 2 on the season of the 4 for the Eagles. So he can change it with 1 swing of a bat. That one comes in for a strike now. 2-2 is the count.
Yeah, I'm not sure that pitch is hittable even. I mean, the way he came across the body there, right-handed to the right-hander over to the left-hand box, he threw it pretty well.
And he pops that one up into short right field or middle right field, and that one is caught there by Paulson. So first out of the inning here now for Hedgesville. Now coming up to the plate is number 16, Elaine DeLauder.
Seen a lot of good contact for both teams so far tonight. Just as of right now, it's really been Lupus that has been the key factor for Martinsburg.
And you wondered after being off 4 or 5 days how these guys would react, but I'm sure they took a lot of swings, in the cages when the wind was blowing and the rain was blowing. So,
speaking of swings, DeLauder swings through that one now. 0-1 the count.
Yeah,
that one comes inside, just able to get out of the way. Is DeLauder. So
yeah,
1-1 now.
Not sure. Started him off with 2 different breaking pitches. Off-speed pitch the first time. DeLauder was sitting on fastball, so.
And he gets bat on ball there over to Buber. Buber tries to complete over to first base, but unable to. It goes past, and luckily Asanovich was there to cut it off, and now they got him in a rundown. And dropping the ball is Morris, so unable to complete it from Clement there. As could have been a good play there for Martinsburg, but
Buber did a really nice job getting there, and feet went out from underneath of him. Like, again, we talked about this field being a little bit wet and finding some traction. He come up to throw to make that throw, and unfortunately his left foot there didn't plant. He kind of went down on a knee, which caused his throw to come up the line. Sanovich was backing it up, and then DeLauder decided he was going to take second, and then he just got caught in there in a rundown, able to get back.
First pitch here to Hayden Kimball. That one is fouled off now. 0-1 the count.
Kimball so far this year with a batting average of .172, and his on-base percentage is only 25%. But right now with Hedgesville down and trying to get a rally going, you hope that he can get his bat going as well.
And Edwards over there throwing over to first, trying to keep DeLauder back.
In the Spring Mills game, we've seen Canarium start third, so you see Coach Grove trying to get someone to fill that spot there, trying to get one of these guys to get hot for him and take over that spot and earn it.
Edwards' delivery on the way, and that one is in the zone for a strike now. 0-2 the count. Getting in front of the batter here. Still just 1-0 Martinsburg here in the bottom of the second inning.
It's going to be trouble.
Kimball gets bat on ball there, and another error. And it will bring DeLauder. He'll come to third, and moving over to second is Kimball. So another error, back-to-back errors for Martinsburg. This one looks like it'll be.
It's going to be an E5 on Lupus. But the throw was the error, don't get me wrong. But Lupus, probably needs to understand this. And it's hard to do that on the fly, but understand pre-pitch. The do-or-die play right there is not your best play with the man on second coming around like that. Probably could have held it, kept the kept the first and second play, double play intact, but threw it down the line there.
Chris French now at the plate for Hedgesville, hitting 192 on the year. 14 of 31. That one goes to the backstop, but keeps everybody where they are.
And as you said, Tripp, now that the traditional double play is out of question since there's nobody on first, it also means that the go-ahead run for Hedgesville is in scoring position.
Right. I mean, you want to try to get that out, don't get me wrong, but with that runner there, you know, him coming down that line, you know, late in the game, you certainly would want to hold it there, but, you know, also at that point, would have been a smart play to hold it, not risk it, but these guys, you know, and if the good throws on target, I believe he gets him, just would have been a really tough play.
2-1 delivery comes in, and it catches the corner there, now 2-2.
C.L. Baker behind the plate giving that call out there. These pitchers, Jackson Ruiz, we've seen him live out there. Now we're seeing Edwards take his opportunity out there
and
as well.
A big swing and a miss to a ball high and outside for a swinging strikeout to French there. Second out of the inning, which really helps him here. Tanner Matthew hitting 143 on the season for Hedgesville. First one comes in a ball now. 1-0 the count.
Maybe he's going to give a little out, but not out and down. That pitch was a little bit down, but it was certainly in the strike zone he'd been calling.
That again, another ball. 2-0 the count.
Edwards got men on second, third, not giving in to Tanner Matthews, batting eighth in the lineup, but still has to be understand that, you know, he's a varsity hitter. He can hit a ball over the heart of the plate, so he's fishing around here.
Foul tip there. So now 2-1 the count.
You've seen Edwards go out, and then he went in. So, again, smart enough to not throw the ball down the heart of the plate, but to try to find strikes in the black.
That one is outside now, a ball. 3-1 the count.
And Asanovic has done a pretty good job so far behind the plate, keeping the ball in front of him, too.
Crossed him up there a little bit, didn't he?
Just a little.
And he'll get the strike call there to come back and make it a full count now. 3-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Hedgesville with runners on second and third. Down 0-1. The 3-2 pitch on the way and a swinging strikeout for Edwards, and he gets out of the inning now, giving up no runs here. We'll head to the top of the third inning with Martinsburg on top, 1-0. We're back for more West Virginia high school baseball action after this 60-second break.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex with Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville. 1-0 here in a rare Saturday night EPAC matchup. This game originally scheduled for yesterday at 7 p.m., but after a 4 or 5 day stretch of rainy, wet weather, they decided to postpone it to tonight due to letting the field kind of dry out and get better and better. And Coach Eric Grove said they could have played the game yesterday, maybe moved it up a couple hours before that rain hit last night, but they just felt, well, give the guys an extra day, have it EPAC Saturday night baseball action.
Yeah, and the other part of it was that, you know, the JVs also have been off for the most part that many days, and they would have missed this game entirely. It had to be rescheduled, so to go ahead with your traditional JV varsity, you know, matchup, they went ahead and moved it. That way they could play, both teams could play today. But, at the end of the last inning, I think what you're seeing with Caleb Edwards has done a great job this year, and he's been one of the best pitchers in the EPAC. And you'll see as you look at the box, he got the first batter to fly out. Then there was, back-to-back errors from his defense behind him. One caused by the wet grass, and the other was just a do-or-die play there. So 2 hard-luck errors, but still ended up with men on second and third and 1 out, and he bared down and threw strikes. And even he had a couple of batters at, 2 balls, no strikes, and he's able to throw strikes without giving up that much velocity. So he has control over that and able to limit the damage by not putting other base runners on.
First pitch to Asanovich comes in here for the top batter in the top of the 3rd inning. Asanovich 233 on the season, but 15 RBIs. That one now comes in. That's another ball, 2-0 the count.
Says a lot for the guys in front of him getting on base and his ability to have some quality at bats and get runners in, when they are in scoring position.
And he doesn't even lead the team. Isaiah Morris leads them with 16. That one comes in there from Ruiz for a strike. 2-1 now the count.
Ruiz works a little slower than Edwards, of course, as you can tell by the camera.
Ooh, great breaking ball there for a strike.
Big curve ball by the lanky lefty. Kind of started it away and broke it in the middle. It's breaking a pretty good click here tonight. Getting a good grip on the baseball, getting some good tight spin on it.
Yeah, we've seen that multiple times from Ruiz on the mound.
2-2 pitch from Ruiz. Hits the dirt nearly, and that's a ball. 3-2 with the full count here.
The thing about Ruiz, when you watch him, that makes that curveball hard to hit is you really can't pick it up in delivery that well. He throws basically the same arm, motion he would from his fastball, and time out there from Asanovich, as I said earlier, Ruiz takes his time up there, freezes the batter, gives him plenty of time to think about what's coming.
And he'll get bat on ball there, but right to French at second, and he'll throw over to Nichols to complete the first out of the game on a
2-strike curveball, sort of a defensive swing, like I don't want to strike out. So as that curveball broke back in across the plate, Asanovich made a decision to take that cut. Would have been strike 3, so smart decision there. Just wasn't able to barrel it up. See what Hudson can do the second time through after striking out the first time as he comes to the plate here.
And Clement coming into today was a .568 hitter. An average of .568, fouls off that first one. Now 0-1 the count.
Again, Ruiz with that off-speed pitch is causing trouble here for this Martinsburg lineup.
Yeah, it was a nice pitch there. A little bit of a different, more of a 12-6 style curveball there where it kind of broke down a little.
0-1 delivery on the way from Ruiz, and that one's outside for a ball.
And that's how we got Clement to strike out to start off the game, was with the curveball. So if he continues to trust that, we'll have to see if Martinsburg can either figure it out or if it's going to be a long night for the Bulldogs.
1-1 delivery on the way. That one outside again. 2-1 now the count behind. Now it's Ruiz.
Went with the fastball there. It tailed on him. Ran up the first baseline. The lefty, little two-seamer that kind of tailed him up the line there on him. Up and out.
2-1 delivery from Ruiz on the way, and that one curveball breaking ball just doesn't break right.
Yeah, that one wasn't his best of the night for sure. Unless it was a changeup. Watching his hand grip, it looked a little different than his curveball. Might have been sort of a changeup grip that got away from him. I didn't see any spin on the ball there, so I'm assuming it was some type of circle change.
3-1 delivery to Clement. He fouls that one off.
You kind of focus in on their delivery, their grip and things like that as a batter, especially your second time through. And again, like I said, Ruiz does a nice job of disguising that, but that pitch that got up and away did appear to be more of a changeup as opposed to a spin style, the way he released the baseball there.
Full count here. 1 out in the top of the third inning. Full count delivery on the way, and Clement hits that one to Ruiz, but he's going to beat it out as that's to the left of the pitcher's mound, and he'll beat that out for an infield single.
He'll beat that out every time if he can get the ball between the pitcher and the third baseman with that speed and create that long throw. So, you know, though Ruiz made one heck of a pitch and got the result that he wanted, soft contact, he actually was too soft and just put it right to no man's land. And with Hudson's speed, of course, there's just no play there. But Ruiz recovered pretty well, made a great throw down there, and but he was 2 steps past the bag, or at least a step and a half at that point.
Throw over to first. Trying to keep Clement close, as we just saw his speed on the base path. They don't want to see it anymore.
Going.
He'll go, and it'll go. Sosa kind of gets, I guess, Ruiz kind of in the way of that one, and he ends up catching it. So free base stolen there for Clement.
You don't see that every day, but I'm not sure if it's a grip. I see Sosa kind of rubbing his hand there, but as the lefty fell off the right side, or excuse me, the left side of the mound, the throw was right at Ruiz's glove on the third base side, so it wasn't going to get anyone out. So Ruiz, the reactionary, just grabbed it.
Clement with the lead on second, trying to go to third. But that one comes in for a ball. 1-1 now the count here with one out in the top of the third inning. Martinsburg on top, 1-0.
I think as this game continues to progress, a grip on the ball might be an issue for the pitcher. You can see Ruiz after each pitch trying to just keep his hand warm, blowing into it.
They'll go back to second, and if the tag was there, that would have been really close.
Yeah,
but it was kind of set up on the opposite side of the base.
Yeah, he kind of threw it. Hudson probably needs to get down there. That's kind of how Riley Bubb hurt himself, and he's Tardy going in feet first and ended up with a sprain.
Ruiz 1-1 delivery comes in, and it's a breaking ball, and it breaks for a strike. 1-2 now the count.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ruiz does throw to second base again, that Clement might have to take off towards third. He has a pretty lengthy lead off second.
Yeah, he's got a decent lead.
Playing some games there with Ruiz. And the 1-2 pitch comes in for a ball. Maybe getting in the head of Ruiz a little bit.
Well, definitely. What happens when you get base runners on base with that kind of speed, you know, kind of bouncing around there. Took second. I mean, you know, stole, you know, right out of the gate even after a pickoff. So, you know, saying that, hey, I'm going to go. So, you know, at that point, Ruiz has to keep an eye on him.
And the 2-2 delivery on the way, and that one's fouled off, and it's the indoor batting cages, right? Is that what those are?
It's an indoor batting cage with the bullpen out there behind it. Went right into the bullpen. Yeah.
2-2, still the count here. Top of the third inning, Martinsburg on top. 1-0, Hudson Clement getting a big lead at second. Speedy Clement, who's going to play football at West Virginia in the fall. Ruiz, 2-2 delivery on the way, and that comes right back to him. And Clement's got to go back to first. What a great pick through the air by Ruiz.
Yeah, right at him. It wasn't, I mean, it was a line drive, but he didn't get, you know, really good wood on it. Certainly good enough to get into center field. Ruiz standing out there, 6'1", 6'2", probably. Reached up there and pulled that one back in. Almost got an opportunity for a double play there, but Clement getting back.
Isaiah Morris at the plate now. He struck out swinging his first time up to end the top of the first inning. This one comes in, and it's a ball high and tight.
You have to think, you know, Ruiz got a swinging bunt, which on a great pitch, he basically got Clement out, but his speed, you know, created a base hit.
1-0 delivery on the way. That's fouled off past first base.
Then he gets, you know, Clement just takes off on the first opportunity to second, steals it cleanly. But during that attempt, the catcher just about knocks him off the mound. He makes that play, catches the ball. Then he has to deal with Hudson at second base, bouncing around. And now you see him just keeping his composure as he snags a line drive from Sifford. And you see Clement out there. He's on the inside.
1-1 delivery to Morris. He swings that one and gets it into left field, and it drops. Hudson coming around third, and he'll score for an easy run there. Martinsburg now on top, 2-0, an RBI single for Isaiah Morris. 17th RBI on the season to lead the team.
Clement read that off the bat, base hit. Tanner Matthew made a great play at it. If he does come up with that, it's a double play, but Clement has a lot better angle than we do. Tailed off the lefty's bat into left field and tailed away from Matthew. Matthew gained some ground pretty quick on it, and if he could have gotten that glove under, could have gotten Ruest out of the inning with a double play. As ball hit the ground, Clement was rounding third.
Caleb Edwards up, the pitcher. He gets hit by a pitch there in the second inning. First one comes in for a strike, a breaking ball there.
To me, it almost looked like he slid to try to make the catch a little bit too early, because he had to kind of extend his glove more than he probably should have needed to, and that's why it went right off into the grass.
Yeah. 0-1 delivery, and that one hits the ground. Going to second is Morris, and he'll slide in. So the runner now in scoring position. Another one for the Bulldogs here, stealing.
Yeah, he took off on the dirt ball there. Great read by Isaiah Morris.
And we saw that the last time these two teams met as well. Martinsburg was really testing the arm of Sosa behind the plate.
Yeah. Sosa, I believe, is only a sophomore. Correct me if I'm wrong. Back there, he's got a tall task with some of this Martinsburg speed.
And Edwards swings right through that 1-2 now the count here with 2 outs in the top of the third inning with Martinsburg on top 2-0. Scored 1 run here, looking to score more with Morris in scoring position at second base. Looking for the sign, now he gets it. And Ruest with the 1-2 delivery on the way, swung on and fouled out of play to the right side. Again, to keep this at-bat going. 51 pitches now for Ruest so far here through 2 2/3.
And even though it was foul, you can kind of see there during that pitch that Martinsburg is possibly going to get the timing down when it comes to this curveball of Ruest's. As that last pitch was a curveball.
1-2 delivery on the way. That's outside for a ball, 2-2.
Well, they come out of the gate, they've seen the curveball, trying to pull it. Timing's off now. You see a second time through as they kind of stay back on and try to take it to the right side. And if they can do that, they can be successful. If they continue to try to pull that pitch, Ruest's going to continue to induce soft contact and or missed swings.
The 2-2 delivery on the way, swinging and getting that to deep right center field. That one's off the wall. Coming around to score is Morris, and in for a stand-up double is Caleb Edwards. Now Martinsburg on top, 3-0, back-to-back RBIs.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there, like you said, like we were talking. Stayed behind that pitch. There's power in those alleys. And he found some power in that alley there as he stayed behind that curveball, that off-speed pitch, and drove it into the right center.
Carson Buber now at the plate. He bunted his last time up.
And it looks like we got another courtesy runner out there. Spencer at second base now.
Who's out there? Groves? Is it Isaac Groves again?
I believe so.
This runner is courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties. At the plate is Buber. The first one there from Ruest comes in, and it's outside for a ball now. 1-0 count.
Seeing Martinsburg second time through. 3 base hits this inning from the top of their lineup there, and then a line out also by Sipford. So the second time through, starting to dial in a little bit on Ruest here.
And Ruest there catches the corner of the plate.
There he was.
You can hear Coach Byler yelling down there to Buber.
Telling him to get comfortable. There's no way you're comfortable. If Ruest can live on that outside corner like he did the first couple innings, he can get back.
Another strike now, 1-2 the count as Ruest gets ahead here.
Mm-hmm.
With 2 outs in the top of the third inning, Martinsburg on top 3-0. 2 of those runs coming in this inning. The last 2 batters, an RBI single from Morris and an RBI double from Edwards. 1-2 delivery from Ruest on the way, and that one is fouled back to the netting.
Bit of a defensive swing there, yeah. I mean, Ruest living out there on the outside again, to where he was successful early. he was throwing the fastball out, letting it tail out, getting that outside corner, then throwing the breaking ball, out and then letting it tail back in, or right at the plate and letting it break in under the hands of the righties. And, so he's back to what got him success the first 2 innings here at this at bat.
1-2 delivery from Ruiz. That one swung on, hit to left field, but that one's out of play.
Yeah, he turned on that one. Kind of an inside off-speed pitch that he found the barrel and drove it down over Coach Balor's head into that where that dugout kind of juts out into the field a bit. And he caught that left field fence down there in foul territory.
Courtesy runner Isaac Grove on second for Edwards after he hit an RBI double. At the plate is Buber. 1-2 count here, 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning. That is outside for ball, evens the count at 2-2.
You got 2 outs, and you got the corners kind of creep up. I'm not 100% sure why Kimball's pulled up at 3rd. He kind of walks it up, but probably should be a little deeper. So he can cover some more ground there, keep the ball on the infield to save, a run instead of getting a 6-hole there or down the line.
2-2 delivery from Ruiz, and Buber hits that one a deep center field, and tracking it down is Gano. That'll end the top of the 3rd inning, but not before Martinsburg can play 2 more runs. They have a 3-0 lead here. We'll be back for the bottom of the 3rd inning after this 60-second break. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Yeah, put the camera on.
Welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex for an unusual or rare Saturday night EPAC baseball action.
You heard
here.
Me, Tritt.
What?
I was saying how for our TV audience that it's pretty tough to see the plate. So the fact that that outside corner's been called for the majority of the night is not as surprising as it seems, even though it's hard to see it. But he just wiped it off right beforehand.
He needs a towel to wipe it off.
Yeah.
I know, he didn't have a brush. He was using his foot.
Not Ruiz. At the plate is Sosa.
Yadiao.
And Edwards pitching. He gets the first one there for a strike. 0-1 now the count. The 0-1 delivery on the way, and that one just low for a ball.
Sort of a slurve there. He kind of drops off on the 3/4. He drops off a little sidearm and throws that curveball in there.
The 0-1 delivery is fouled off. 1-1 delivery is fouled off. 1-2 now the count.
So which one do you think came first, the nickname Sammy for Sosa, or the fact that he wears number 21 also like Sammy Sosa?
Yeah, I would think that 21 was available and in his size. So if it number fits, wear it, right?
1-2 delivery from Edwards, outside and low for a ball. 2-2 now the count.
Yeah, Sonovich, too, back there receiving the baseball, got in on him pretty quick, those pitches. He kind of caught it back. Oh, that one got Mr. Baker. Kind of stumbled him there for a second. Sonovich kind of bailed on it as he threw. I think Edwards might have threw it about 55 feet there. It was certainly way short of the plate, and it took an odd bounce, but
I think Hasanovich is lucky nobody was on base there because he wasn't able to track the ball afterwards, too.
Full count delivery there to Sosa, and that one's inside for a ball. Walks the first runner of the inning.
And that's certainly not what the Martinsburg staff would like to see after a 3-run inning, or a 2-run inning, or 3-run lead for him to come out and walk the number 9 batter. We'll get a pinch, get a courtesy runner there too. Number 17 looks like.
Courtesy runner there.
Noah
Brown. And that runner is courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties. At the plate now, top of the order, Braylon Connor. He fouls the first one off right near our camera.
So we'll see.
I was about to say it might have helped shift over so we can get a better view of our pitcher on the mound there.
So now we'll see how Hedgesville does as they come back through the second time, seeing Edwards. One thing in Edwards' advantage, he threw a lot of fastballs, so they didn't get to see all of his arsenal the first time through. So we'll see what happens this time.
0-1 delivery in the dirt for a ball.
Great job by Ashanovich there, kicking out and blocking that baseball, keeping that courtesy runner at bay. That could have easily been, he could have easily moved up because that was certainly a wild pitch per se.
One delivery on the way. Foul tipping there. So it's now that was a strike. So 1-2 now the count.
Took a little off of it, I believe.
Yeah.
And kind of, I don't think he got it where he wanted it because the pitch was up, but it was effective.
That one outside and low for a ball evens the count here at 2-2.
You got a right-hander on the mound. You got your courtesy runner. He's sort of in a one-way lead there, kind of leaning back as opposed to forward, and that could either be used to get back and or to swing those fists and get momentum.
2-2 delivery, and he went. They're going to call him out for a strikeout there.
I'll call him out on the swing there as he got fooled on the curveball. Braylon didn't agree, but that's the way it's going to stand.
Now up is Jackson Ruiz, hitting .303 on the season, lined out his first time out to Logan Wilt there in center. Delivery on the way from Edwards. That's catches the zone. 0-1 now the count here. 3-0 lead for Martinsburg here in the bottom of the third inning. Runner on first.
Nice big hole over there at first as Martinsburg's a double play depth and Morris is holding.
That one outside from Edwards for a ball, evens up the count. And seems like a lot this year. I don't know, I guess it's the kind of hats, but all these hats are flying off of players.
No, it drives you crazy. These hats fall off. I don't know if it's sizing or if they need to Velcro them to their heads or what, but they keep falling off these pitchers.
Happens a lot at Jefferson. A 1-1 delivery on the way outside in the other batter's box for a ball. 2-1 now the count. We saw it a lot when we were at Jefferson this season. Whether when we saw Sammy Roberts pitching, happened to him a lot on the mound.
These young men wearing longer hair also.
2-1 delivery on the way. That one catches the zone for a strike, evens the count at 2.
Well, wouldn't you think that the long hair would help keep the hat on the head because it has more space?
I guess.
Make it tighter for the hat?
Yeah.
I would think.
Ruiz fouls that one off. Just past the Martinsburg dugout.
Mickey Brown tried to use the foot glove, but kicked off his sneaker there. Nice defensive swing, just kind of a throwaway swing, fighting off that fastball away.
2-2 delivery, and that is swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Edwards, and that is 5 in the ball game.
Yeah, Ruiz got fooled there, really stretched out for that swing. It was an off-balanced one as well, and very impressive so far for Edwards.
First delivery now to Quinn. One is outside for a ball.
You know, Hedgesville's in a situation, I know it's only the bottom of the third, but they're down 3 runs. Not a great situation to run, so that's probably why we've seen the runner stay at bay here.
And right past Edwards, and then it'll be another error throwing over from Buber to Morris. Coming now around to third is Brown, and staying at first there on the error is Quinn.
Uncharacteristic of Buber. You know, we've watched him, and I've seen him preseason, some of the practices, and I believe that he easily could play shortstop, you know, as well as Hudson. Maybe not quite the body strength that Hudson has, being a couple years younger at this point, but, you know, I thought he was one of the better gloves, or I know he's one of the better gloves on this team.
It looked like he double clutched it there, because it was routine. He was taking his time, realized how much hustle the batter had, and
you just have to wonder about the grip. But sometimes you can get the yips, you know. It happens to the best of them out there, and just uncharacteristic of Boober to have, you know, a couple errors on routine ground balls like that, and I think the weather playing into it a little bit.
1-0 delivery here to Michael Nichols, who popped out to right field his first time. He swings and misses. 1-1 now.
That was a tie the ball game upswing there. He was cut loose on that one.
Fouls that one off to our right.
Yeah, he'd probably like to have that swing back with the one strike, sort of a two-strike swing. So now he has to hit Edwards' pitch. But Edwards, the reason why he's been successful, we talked about earlier. Again, after the walk, a couple of strikeouts, you know, so see if he can get himself out of this jam.
1-2 delivery from Edwards on the way, and that one is high and inside, almost head high there. Shoulder high. 3-2 the count, or is it 2-2?
Looks like 2-2 according to the scoreboard. Yeah,
I believe it is 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah. Not a lot of speed at first, so you're going to see him, Quinn, stay at bay here, first and third.
2-2 delivery on the way. That one in the dirt for a ball now, full count.
You know, you don't want to throw the ball down the heart of the plate to Mikey Nichols and give him an opportunity to tie the game in one swing. There is an open base there at second. You don't want to load the bases, but you know, so you want to try to paint the corner here and not give in. This 3-2 pitch.
Payoff pitch on the way, and that one's low for a ball. Walks him, loads the bases here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning.
He loaded the base. 3-2, 2 outs, and the runner on first wasn't moving. Nicky Brown's not happy at all about that. You know, he's giving him he's giving Quinn a mouthful there, and understandably so. You know, he needs to keep his head in the baseball game. Big part of the game there, and you know, to stay mentally into the game as it drags into the middle innings. So just baseball IQ, those little mistakes can happen and cost you games later down the road. So Nicky Brown kind of coaching here on the fly. Got one of Hedgesville's hottest hitters had a little bit of a slow start. I was down in Washington last week, and Lane got his first, I believe, ever high school home run. He hit it when it went off the bat. It went flying out of Washington's Park down there. So another young man who has speed. Looks like Eric Grove's gonna get Connor Quinn a runner.
At second?
At second with 2 outs. So that's how upset they was with his.
Looks like it's Owen Benchoff going into pinch run there at second base.
Benchoff there. That runner's courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Center, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
So until his at bat comes back up, we will see if that was a pinch runner and or an entry.
Yeah, the DH point. Connor Quinn.
So, head umpire behind the plate said it was a pinch runner, so it looks like Quinn will be coming back into DH.
First pitch now to DeLauder. That one low. Tried to frame it there. Was Asanovich, but he didn't get the frame.
Big at bat here. Big part in the game.
Swings and fouls that one off.
Lane DeLauder seen that ball well, just missed it, tracked it pretty well. Bases loaded, 2 outs here. They have their number 5 guy up, and an opportunity to do some damage here and cut into that lead.
1-1 delivery on the way, and that one hits the dirt for a ball. 2-1 now the count.
No place to put him, so Edwards is going to have to find the plate. DeLauder's going to have to be ready to hit it.
He fouls that one off again now. 2-2 the count.
You see the defensive setup out there. They're not looking for Lane to pull the baseball at this point. Landon Sifford giving a lot of the third base line down that line. If he can find that ball over top of Lupus's head into that corner, he could probably run for clear the bases here.
2-2 delivery. That one fouled off again.
The more you get into this at bat, the more you feel like it is in DeLauder's favor staying alive.
Definitely. Every time a batter, can see another pitch, and get deeper into a pitch counts and at bat is definitely to the hitter's advantage.
2-2 delivery on the way, and that one
hit him.
It hit him. Wow. Walks in a runner now. So score now 3-1.
Yeah, just barely grazed his uniform there. Fortunately, it didn't get any of his body, I believe, so he's okay, as that was a fastball that really got away. But it might honestly be more beneficial to Martinsburg that it hit him, because the pitch went wild off the backstop, and if Sonovich couldn't have found it in time over towards the first base dugout, there could have been an opportunity for 2 runs to score.
It definitely hit something hard back there and shot up that first baseline. So
swinging on the first pitch and missing is Kimball. He reached on E5 last time, left on base at second. That one in for a ball, now ties the count, or evens the count at 1.
Edwards can't do that to balk. I thought he caught the ball. Edwards took his hand out of his.
I think Kimball might have caught a time maybe just before.
Yeah, maybe.
Lucky. That one fouled up, up the first baseline. Trouble, and gets him.
Nice play. Very nice play by Hasanovich. Very similar to the play that Zittel hit earlier, where it just kind of fell out in the plate there. And Hedgesville made that play. That time Hasanovich makes a great play there to get him out inning. That'd been another run.
All right, well, that ends the 3rd inning, but not before Hedgesville's able to get 1 run back. 3-1 the score with Martinsburg on top. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. After this 60-second break, you're tuning into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch! The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
Welcome back to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex. Martinsburg on top 3-1 here as we begin the top of the 4th inning. Lupus, Zittel, Paulson due up for the Bulldogs as we're here for a game that was pushed one night, so an unusual EPAC Saturday night baseball action here. Spencer Trip-Tobin, Colin McLaughlin. And Colin, you got some score update from the majors?
Yeah, the Washington Nationals, our affiliate for Talk Radio WRNR, in action right now against the Mets. Bottom of the 4th, it is scoreless, and Juan Adone pitching for the Nationals tonight. So far, so good through the 4 innings. He's only allowed 2 hits, only walked 2, and has 3 strikeouts. And for those of you that have tuned in pretty regularly for our station, back in 2019, Adone was a pitcher for the Hagerstown Suns. So you saw him a couple times when we had those games for you.
West still on the plate, still on the mound. At the plate is Lupus, and Colin, great fact there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see a guy that was there in Hagerstown back in 2019 making his major league debut tonight, and I know that Nick and Avery will keep you updated during the postgame, hopefully, with the Nationals game as well.
1-0 delivery on the way. That one's fouled off behind us.
Last time up, Lupus got that double off that 3-1 pitch, sitting on that fastball. And this time, Brew West trying to keep the count in his favor as opposed to putting it back in Lupus's favor. So we're seeing a little bit of a head-to-head showdown here.
1-1 delivery here to Lupus. That one catches the zone for a strike now, as Ruest able to get in front of the count here. 1-2, 64th pitch coming up from Ruest.
Yeah, that's a money pitch for Ruest when he can take off, when he take the speed off and make it, get that kind of movement. Tough pitch to hit and square up.
1-2 delivery on the way, and Lupus swings through that. Drop third strike though, but completed the out there, throwing over to Nichols.
Yeah, tough pitch there for Lupus to handle there. Threw it hard in on his hands and kind of got down. Had a little bit of movement there. Just a great pitch that time. So 2 times they faced each other, and Lupus is one for 2, and Jackson got the best of him that time.
3 strikeouts now for Ruest on the mound. 65 pitches now. 66th coming up here to Zittel. Zittel grounded out 2-3 his last time up in the second inning.
Ruest back into his groove here, just kind of nibbling the corners and finessing pitches.
1-0 delivery on the way. That one catches the zone there. Interesting.
Dropped that one in.
Guess he framed it in there.
He dropped that one in, didn't he?
Yeah, we've seen a lot on the outside corner. That time on the inside corner of the plate.
Oh, man, that last drink of coffee was cold.
1-1 delivery from Ruest. That curveball is outside, or breaking ball outside. 2-1 now the count.
It's one thing to get a drink of cold coffee if it's flavored, but that was black cold coffee.
Cold one here at Hedgesville Baseball Complex. 43 degrees here. That one in for a strike from Ruest. 2-2 now the count. 43 degrees here. It was a little breezy earlier, kind of settled down a bit now, and it was raining right before the game started, but looks like that settled down and stopped raining here for a rain-filled week. That one in is a ball that bounces off the plate and off the catcher's gear. So 3-2 now the count.
We got 5 pitches to Zitto. He hasn't swung the bat. So he's going to have to either protect the plate here. This is what they call hit or a walk, right?
3-2
any way at all.
Delivery coming from Ruest for his 71st pitch of the night. That one is swung on and missed by Zittel. Zittel just not having any luck this year at the plate.
That pitch there is kind of the first time we've seen it tonight, where he kind of threw the ball hard and kind of belt high as it kind of tailed away. Really nice two-seam pitch there that has some that has some movement away from a right-handed hitter.
First pitch now to Paulson. That one's in the zone for a strike.
Jackson settled back in, showing his composure. That's what you like to see out of him and Edwards both. When things kind of go chaotic, you get a hit batter, you get an error, you get runners on, they continue to pitch, where others kind of rush or miss their spots. Different things happen, but both these guys are definitely show very good mound presence regardless of the situation and stay in control of what they can control.
1-1 delivery on the way, and that one's fouled up and just out of play. And that one hits off the opposite side of the hitting facility there for Hedgesville.
Now Ruest has an opportunity to put Martinsburg 3 up, 3 down and get Hedgesville back up to bat. And last inning they were looking pretty good there, even though they only scored 1.
1-2 delivery from Ruest, and it hits him. That's another hit by pitch here in this ball game. Sent him down to first.
I think that's the second or third hit by pitch that's kind of grazed the uniform. I think only one Perkins took one solid. I think that was Edwards actually took one in the backside.
Yeah, Edwards took one there in the
There's been 3 hit by pitches in the game. 2 have hit Martinsburg and players, and 1 has hit Hedgesville player.
That pitch just got away from Ruest. He'd love to have gotten, like you said, in and out of there. And 3 batters, that's just what the doctor would have ordered there, as they had a long bottom of third.
I tried to.
You tried to talk him into it.
First pitch now to Wasanovich, and that one's in the zone for a strike now. 0-1 the count.
See Paulson down there giggling because as Ruest went home, Paulson went diving back in the first. So I doubt he's a threat to steal if he can't read him here.
77th pitch coming up now, and that one is a wild pitch with Paulson now to second base for the free 90 feet there.
If that ball gets on down and around the gate there, then it becomes, a dead ball and possibly, moving Paulson up to third. It kicked all the way off the backstop, went down. Looked like it hit some type of mug or cup or something down there that was laying along the side there.
If the umpire would have saw it hit the mug, would that have been a dead ball out of play?
No, at that point it's just something, I'm not sure what it was. Was it a mug or was it a weight? It might have been
Could have been a weight,
bat weight
there for the on deck, yep.
I can't tell what it was.
1-1 delivery there, fouled off, 1-2 now the count.
It's been picked up and moved at this point. Sonovich.
Martinsburg here on top of Hedgesville. Rare Saturday night EPAC baseball action, 3-1 here. Top of the fourth inning, 1-2 count, 2 outs. Ruest. The breaking ball comes in a little high there for a ball, evens the count here at 2-2.
Jackson Ruest needs to get out of this if he to limit the damage as the top of the order is here on deck. Martinsburg's looking to turn this lineup over with Asanovich, getting on base and turning it over to the leadoff man, Huxley Clement.
80th pitch now coming from Ruest. 2-2 count on the way, and that one swung on over to French at second. He'll jog over and toss it to Nichols to end the top of the fourth. And still 3-1 here. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning with French, Matthew, and Sosa due up for Hedgesville. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex. Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville 3-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Some rare Saturday night EPAC baseball action here for you on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Spencer Dupuy, Trip Tobin, Colin McLaughlin, happy to have you with us. Cameraman Donald Kenny back in the studio. Our two guys there, Nick Verzolini and our intern Avery Newport, getting Avery up to speed on baseball producing. He'll be out there or back there helping out when we head down in about 9 days as we head down, not this Monday, next Monday, down to the Mingo Bay Classic there in the Myrtle Beach area. Trip, will you be joining us down there?
Yeah, I'm coming to come down and try to get some warm weather. And
I think we're all trying to get warm weather.
Yeah, hopefully that Hornby will have us a big meal ticket there. And
hey, he's going to be down there at the same time.
So. Oh, he'll be down there?
Yeah, he'll be down there.
Not the whole time, just part of the time.
Going to come down and keep an eye on us.
They're going Thursday to Friday of the last week, so they'll be there for 4 days while we're there.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Well, good. Maybe he'll take out your award-winning guys out to dinner.
I mean, keep inching for that, not us.
Yeah.
If it's you, I think you could inch for that. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, French up to bat. He struck out his first time up, just his second plate appearance here tonight. And he swings on that one, pops that one straight up here just at the end. Oh. And that one is dropped in center field by Wilt coming up to get it. Surprised Clement or Boober didn't call him off.
Yeah, it looked like, I thought when I first looked out there, Clement was camped under it, but it must have, and he turned and I guess he'd given away to Wilt out there. I'm not sure exactly what happened. He had a long run as he's playing a little bit toward the 7-Eleven sign.
And as we said earlier, Wilt not the usual center fielder for Martinsburg too. Yeah.
Getting hit in the face by a ball there during batting practice this week in the indoor facility during the rain this past week in the Eastern Panhandle. That puts a runner on. That is French down at first base. Now he looked to bunt there as Matthews pulled it back. Matthews also struck out his first time up. 0-1 now the count.
Yeah, just a little communication there. Long run for Wilt. I think everybody else thought somebody else was going to catch it.
And Matthew put some bat under that and trying to get a double play there, but unfortunately couldn't, as that one out to Paulson, and kind of looked like their French thought it was going to drop.
Well, Paulson spun completely around, and generally when that happens, that's bad news. But he regained his composure, found the baseball, but he turned his back on the baseball, and instead of drop stepping with his left foot and making that play, he dropped with his right and had to spin completely around and find the baseball there. So seen a little bit of that inexperience in the outfield that Martinsburg's playing tonight with Canby out.
Sosa now at the plate. He walked in, I believe, came around to score his last time up, or the courtesy runner, I believe they put out there for him. Came around to score. He came into today's game hitting .240. First one in for a ball there from Edwards. Second one outside as well for a ball. So behind now is Edwards 2-0 for his 71st pitch on the night. Or 72nd.
The key for Sosa here and any of these young guys that are in the bottom of the line to lead varsity is to get this, stay within themselves, get this lineup turned over, get on base, get it back to the guys at top of the order there. The older guys, the more experienced guys, and turn this lineup over. Any way at all, 3-0 pitch here.
Now walks him on 4 straight pitches there to put runners on first and second and one in scoring position. Back-to-back walks for Sosa in his 2 plate appearances now in the 3rd and 4th inning.
Nobody warming up for Martinsburg. You might expect that to change here soon because, as you said, the pitch count here for Edwards is
75.
Getting up here, and with runners on first and second and only 1 out, he's in trouble.
And that one hit into right center field and camped under it. There is Paulson. I lost that in the lights, but he's able to get a fly out there and keep runners at first and second, so 2 outs now.
Yeah, Connor got good wood on that. Braylon Connor got good wood on that the last time. Frustrated at the strikeout but good to see him come back and battle there and not give up on his day there. But yeah, the first pitch swinging, and could have been a different story had he found the gap there. You did get your courtesy runner right?
What?
You get your courtesy runner in?
I did not.
Come on, man.
1-0 delivery on the way. That one's outside for a ball, and down at first is
trying to help
Brown
you, Jason
again
Barrett.
for Sosa, and it's courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Berkeley and Jefferson counties. 2-0 delivery from Edwards on the way. That one's outside for a ball. I figure you think Coach Zarnecki may come out here, try to settle him down a little bit.
Got 2 outs.
7 straight balls.
Yeah, got 2 outs here, I'm sure.
Yeah, the last at bat really helped there.
Oh, yeah.
When we brought it up with only a 1 pitch at bat.
7 out of the 8 pitch last.
That's just, I mean.
That one catches the zone for a strike. 3-1 now the count.
There's different ways to look at baseball. After a 4-pitch walk, the coach puts a take on after a 4-pitch walk. You're thinking he's going to try to groove one, which he did, and so Connor jumped on it. So you can look at it different ways.
I went in there for a strike, brings the count full here with runners on first and second. In the bottom of the 4th inning, 2 outs here. Edwards trying to get out of this jam. 3-2 delivery on the way, runners going. That one is fouled off out to the third base side.
If he can find a gap or at least make a run, the outfield chase the ball down and turn, that's going to give an opportunity for Brown from first to possibly score. Excuse me. Nobody's brought me any hot coffee yet, so I'm up here and I'm parched.
Runners on.
Anybody out there listening?
First and second, 3-2, 2 outs, and he gets bat on ball there, swing, and it'll go over in. Are they going to get him out, or is he going to be off the bat or off the base? They said he came off the base as the ball went from Edwards to Morris, and Morris not happy with the call there. Thinks he was able to at least tag him.
Looks like Byler's not happy with the call as well, as he comes out here onto the field to talk with the field umpire about the call.
It crossed him over. Gonna get a Jason Barrett courtesy runner here.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like too.
Another courtesy runner. It's courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
So Coach Byler went out and talked to the umpire in the field, Zach Stollifer, asked if maybe he can get an appeal over to Mr. Baker, C.L. Baker, to see if he could had a better angle. But Baker apparently not honoring the appeal or not seeing it any differently. I'm not sure. He never really called safe. He never really called anything. So staying with the call.
You ruling that a single?
It was probably an infield single at that point. It really wasn't an error. So he had to have beaten it. I mean, the throw was up the line a bit. Oh.
That hit him?
May have grazed him, but
I
no.
thought it hit his elbow. He's not reacting as if it did, so.
No. Just missed.
Wearing it would have been a run.
Connor Quinn up to bat.
So your DH up, your 3 holes, got Martinsburg in a bit of a pinch, but only 1 pitch away.
That one catches the corner for a strike there. 1-1 now the count.
Edwards is 1 pitch away from getting out of it, and then
we had the same situation last half inning.
And then the other side of it is that Hedgesville needs to not leave base runners on like last inning.
1-1 delivery from Edwards is fouled off.
Yeah. Like as Colin said, the same situation.
You can't keep missing opportunities if you're Hedgesville as the game continues to get later and later.
The top of the order doesn't come up very often, in a game like this with the bases loaded many times, especially your DH in the 3 hole, so you have to take advantage of it.
Fouled off again, almost hit his teammates there. Just went below the fence line there.
A couple guys going back to sit down now after that one.
I think Riley Bubbs right there. He's already injured. Just missed him. The media girls down there had almost found and it was just about chest high. If that's not there, a couple more inches, it's hitting somebody in the face.
1-2 delivery from Edwards, and he gets that called strike 3 to end the inning and get out of the jam.
Wow.
We head to the top of the 5th inning with Martinsburg on top 3-1. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back at 60.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome back to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex for rare Saturday night EPAC baseball action. Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville 3-1. In the top of the 5th inning, I'm not sure what you're trying to do here, Tripp.
I was just trying to see the count there. Was it was 2-2 count at that point? I'm pretty sure it was a 2-2 count.
No,
anyway,
2-1 count?
Well, it had to be.
Or 1-2 count.
1-2. Anyway, Colin Quinn taking that pitch out there certainly was a borderline pitch and a tough one to swallow in that situation. But as Colin had to reiterate.
Yeah, we were talking about it off air.
Go ahead.
Baker's been calling that outside corner all game.
Right.
So if the umpire's been consistent with it, you got to know that if you're a batter in the 4th inning, and you might not like it, but you got to protect the plate at all costs and swing in that situation.
Two up here for Martinsburg is Clement, Sifford, and Morris. 2 for 4 or 2 for 6 between those 3 players and an RBI. Clement 1 for 2, Sifford 0 for 2.
If this game stays, you know, in this situation, in this gamemanship here, and
1-0 delivery, and
nice
Hudson
play.
hits that right to Connor, and he's barely doesn't beat that out, but it's a first out of the top of the 5th inning.
Most shortstops don't make that play on a cold night like tonight with wet grass. Like you even see Ruiz throwing the ball back, asking for another ball, so knowing it's damp. So for Connor to be able to come up on the grass, on the run, and make that play against that type of speed of Hudson, and not many shortstops make that play.
Yeah, and he was putting everything he could behind it. He kind of jumped as he was thrown there, too, trying to propel forward. Yeah.
Jeter-esque.
First pitch on the way to Sifford, and that one inside and catches the strike zone for a
See, there it is.
strike. 0-1 now the count, and there, yeah, right there, Colin.
It's that outside corner. It's been called all night.
Well, it's the inside corner.
Well, it's outside for us. Well, and
that one looked outside.
That catches.
Yeah.
So,
and it's that curveball, too, that Ruiz has been loving.
I think what you're going to hear from Coach Grove, of course, if somehow or another, you know, Martinsburg holds on to this lead, if they stay in control of this game, that he's just not going to be happy with those, you know, not getting that timely 2-out hit, you know, with bases loaded, back-to-back innings, leaving 6 runners on, certainly is something that's going to could haunt them, and at this point has. But you know, they still have 9 outs and a very good pitcher on the mound with some pitches left in him. So a lot of game to be played left to overcome that mistake there. That
85th pitch there.
I was right.
Or 85th.
Just about to ask that. So thank you,
Colin.
Spencer's on top of things.
I'm on top of things, but check your phone.
All right, hold on.
1-2 delivery comes in for a ball. I guess I'll update it. Pete Alonso hit a grand slam off of Adon.
Oh, man, I jinxed it.
4-0. Good to see Alonso, though, back in the lineup after Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Thursday night. The 2-2 delivery on the way, and that one is in the dirt for a ball, brings the count to 3-2.
Sifford being a catcher himself, you know, shares that responsibility with Hasanovich on this team, which is a great asset for Martinsburg to have 2 good catchers. But he sees that ball all the way in, understands the strike zone, and that makes him, you know, an even more dangerous hitter.
Full count delivery from Ruiz, and it's fouled off of Sifford's leg there.
That's about all you can do with that pitch, you know, as it breaks in and down. You know, you see it catch the bottom of the bat and go straight down. We've seen it a couple of times tonight as it flared out fair. This one hit Sifford in the foot there.
3-2 count. Delivery on the way from Ruiz, and that one is outside, and he walks Sifford on 6 pitches.
He was trying to get that outside corner, but that time it just broke too much, too low below the knees as well.
Isaiah Morris up to the plate now in the top of the 3rd inning, hit an RBI single. One of back-to-back RBIs there for Martinsburg. That put him up 2-0.
Martinsburg looking to extend this here as they have their heart of the lineup up. Extend this lead a little.
First pitch to Morris, and that one falls down. Moving over to second, there is Sifford.
Like I said, Sifford being kind of a catcher per se, but he's not your typical catcher. He's a catcher with speed, so when he plays left field, he certainly doesn't get or need that pinch runner.
Grove coming out to the mound here. 90 pitches here for Ruiz, and you wonder if he's done. Doesn't look like I see anybody warming up, so I don't necessarily know that he's done. He hasn't taken the ball from him yet. Just kind of talking to him here.
Not sure if Hedgesville ever uses the indoor batting cage there on decide as well to possibly warm up pitchers. On a cold day, they could, use it to keep warm, but you never know.
Head coach Eric Grove there just to talk to him. Just say, let's get out of this inning. So he's at 90 pitches now, so 91st coming up here in the 1-0 count to Isaiah Morris.
Yeah, seeing how he feels probably,
1-0 delivery on the way, and that one catches the strike zone. Evens the count at 1-1.
Again there, Ruest was relying on that curveball.
That's his first actual walk. I think he had a hit by pitch earlier in the
timeout called there by Morris.
But I believe that was the first actual base on balls issued by Ruest. And I think other than the hit by pitch to Edwards, it took him into the 5th and 5 1/3 before he issued an actual walk. So
you would be correct there, Tripp. That one in for a ball, 2-1 now the count.
As we look at this game right now, the box has Martinsburg with 4 hits, 3 runs, 4 hits, and 4 errors. Hedgesville 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. What's killing Hedgesville is the left on base,
And right into center field, but caught there by Gano.
Gano's just playing,
I didn't think he was going to get to that initially. I thought it was really fast, but he lined out there.
That ball was smoked by Morris. Couldn't hit it much harder. And it's kind of reminiscent of the line drive that Ruest hit in the first inning but Ruest was right at the center fielder here. Gano had to get on his horse and get after that one. He made a heck of a play.
And what you always want is a great first jump when you're out there, and that's exactly what Grove had to make sure that he could get there. Otherwise, that would have rolled to that 7-11 sign where we've seen a lot of base hits for Martinsburg go to tonight.
Sifford, though, moves up to third, so runner on third here, 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Up to bat now is Caleb Edwards, the pitcher here for Martinsburg. He's hit by pitch in his first at-bat in the second, had an RBI double there in the 3rd inning to put the Dogs up 3-0.
Yeah, they've pitched, pretty much, pitch for pitch against each other on a nice cold, chilly night.
1-0 delivery now. That one's outside for a ball.
Both at times missing their spots. They're going to put him on. So after two straight balls, they're going to walk Edwards to give us 1st and 3rd, which will get a pinch runner, a courtesy runner out of Grove. So Coach Grove offering to put Edwards on to go after Boober with 2 outs. Now Martinsburg has to decide whether they want to steal with 1st and 3rd, which I would assume they would.
Courtesy runner is, of course, courtesy of Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Berkeley and Jefferson counties.
Look for Ruest to throw over and see what they're going to do.
And at the same time, though, if you do steal and you get caught, that ends the inning, Tripp.
Of course. That's why I say you have to, wonder with a 3-1 lead.
It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah, I would think, knowing some of the, I would think he would steal in this situation.
97th pitch coming up from Ruest. The 0-1 delivery on the way, and he doesn't get the call time he wanted.
Boober wanted a timeout. Had his hand back, but he doesn't. C.L. Baker doesn't have to give you timeout. Boober actually bailed out of the box, had 1 foot out, calling for it. So at this point, Coach Ballard wants to talk to Boober. He's opted to let him swing away, leave the pinch runner at first.
And Colin pointed out earlier.
The courtesy runner at first, not stealing on the 1st and 3rd with 2 outs, not taking that chance or that risk to end the inning on the bases.
Colin pointed out earlier about the umpire. I didn't see it at the time. I was writing some stuff down. He does not have anything to dust off the plate, so he just kicks his foot across the plate.
I'm not sure you can dust it. I think it's more mud than dust. So
that could be, too, with the rain earlier.
I believe he needs a rag. I don't think his duster is going to do much for it.
0-2 delivery on the way to Boober, and he gets that called strike out there on the 98th pitch of the night to end the top of the 5th inning. Martinsburg up 3-1. We're headed to the bottom of the fifth inning. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into West Virginia High School baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Hedgesville Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Hedgesville Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
They're going the distances.
All right, welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex as we hit to the bottom of the fifth inning. 2 up for Hedgesville as Nichols, DeWater, and Kimball. RBI, sack RBI there from DeWater earlier. 1 for 2 on the night is Kimball. And Caleb Edwards still out there for Martinsburg.
That particular time, you see Martinsburg leave some base runners on. Hedgesville's Achilles heel tonight's been leaving base runners on. We're seeing an uncharacteristic game at bat that time out of Carson Buber had a strike on him. He kind of got froze by the pitcher. Looked for the timeout for the umpire, didn't get it. Ended up 0-2, and then caught a curve ball that folded him for strike 3 and left the base first and third. Left a couple base runners on there for Martinsburg. So Hedgesville needs to take advantage of that, to put some pressure on Martinsburg.
First pitch to Nichols is a strike now, 0-2 the count after fouling off that one.
We're getting ready. We're an inning or so away from seeing these two bullpens go at it here soon.
It does look like there's some action over in Hedgesville's bullpen. Can't really see who it is.
Swinging straight through that one is Nichols.
Someone's out there getting some band work. It could be number 1. I see a number 1 down
I see
there.
a 1 and a 20.
Yeah.
That's Gano and Peterson.
Yeah, I would say Gano's the next up.
Just tossing back and forth.
Mm-hmm. DeLauder up. He was hit by pitches last time up. First one in there from Edwards is a strike, 0-1.
Looks like Edwards settling in, getting some strength here, is finding some strength here at the end of the game.
Gets the call again.
There's that outside pitch.
Umpire tonight, Baker loving the outside.
Pitcher's living there.
0-2 delivery on the way. That one's low and outside.
Too much outside that time.
Or low, too little, too low. I'm not sure if you can get too much outside sometimes, but he definitely got it down a little.
1-2 delivery on the way, and that one
just missed.
Kind of cuts inside there. Cuts,
I believe that
from the batter out.
They would say that one curved around the plate.
There you go. There's a better phrase.
It certainly looked like it might have found the plate.
2-2 delivery from Edwards, and that one is outside again. Brings the count full here at 3-2. Delivery on the way, and that one is swung on and missed. Another strikeout tonight for Edwards. Back-to-back Ks on Nichols and DeLauder here to start the bottom of the fifth inning. I believe brings the total now to 8 so far on the night.
8 for Edwards, against just 3 walks.
8 for Edwards, and West with 5 himself, who may be done tonight. First pitch coming to Kimball, and that one swung on and missed. 0-1 now the count. On the 96th pitch of the night from Edwards. And he gets the call again.
He's hitting that glove, hitting that spot. Catcher stands still. Baker's, giving the outside corner. And
Edwards wanted to go fast, too. The 0-2 delivery on the way and swinging and missing. 1, 2, 3, go the Eagles, all on swinging strikeouts. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning after this 60-second break with Martinsburg on top 3-1. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
West.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex with Martinsburg on top 3-1 as the umpire yelling up here to figure out how many pitches Martinsburg has.
Yeah, Game Changer has them at 99 for Hedgesville. Martinsburg Game Changers at 98. They went to the official scorebook to get Edwards is officially 98 at this point. Rue West, I believe, is sitting at around 96. So we're seeing these two. Looks like, Rue West is at 98. Maybe they were checking on Rue West's pitch count, but somebody's pitch count. But I believe they're both sitting at 98 at the moment.
And now it looks like after we saw some action in Hedgesville's bullpen, we see some in Martinsburg.
I see 100 now on the Martinsburg Game Changer for Rue West.
Yeah.
So.
And Hedgesville has them at 98.
It's been a pitcher's duel.
Well, maybe it's the intentional walk. How do you count that? Do you count that against his pitches?
Still pitches, yeah.
Maybe they didn't count that over there because it was already 2 balls.
True.
I don't know. It's just a thought.
True, yep.
Just
You're
a
right.
thought. Rue West still there battling, or 98 or 100 pitches. First one in for a strike there to Lupus.
I think you're right about that because the Game Changer would have him 2 pitches, but officially I think he'd be at 100 because you still have to
count those
pitches. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't agree with that rule. He didn't throw them.
He could have just threw them too high. Better than just if they were intentionally walked him, he just would have tried to throw it out of the strike zone. But I'm not big on just giving them the base either. Make them throw the pitch.
Yeah,
make them.
Not a fan of that rule either. The fact that you can
1-1
just
delivery from Rue West, and that's out to deep left center field, and that one up against the wall. That's going to be 2 for Lupus as he'll slide in to second just for fun there.
I don't think that was much of a slide. It looked like a belly flop to me.
I'm not sure if he fell or if he decided I'm just going to do a head first slide, but he hit that. If it was a head first slide, he hit that mud kind of tacky infield dirt and kind of stuck. His helmet flew off, but second time tonight he's really jumped on the baseball. That time Gage Gano's been spectacular in center field. Did get a bad read on that one, and it took a bad angle and it got over his head, but taking nothing away from Lupus. That was a clean double for sure. As that ball just carried, he drove it up against the wall for the second time tonight.
Let's see if this inning the Bulldogs can get that runner home, unlike last inning.
Up to bat now is Zittel, and that's pitch from Rue West, the 104th unofficially, I guess you want to say, or officially.
Game Changers at 102, so I believe he's at 104.
Yep.
As Martinsburg looks to put this insurance run up, and it would be big at this moment as they're looking to get into their bullpen as well.
1-0 delivery from Rue West to Zittel in the zone for a strike. Evens the count here at 1 apiece.
Trying to see who that is warming up there for Martinsburg. It might be Morris.
Morris for sure is down there. There's a lefty down there, right? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not sure.
That one from Rue West, a ball getting really close here to the pitch count limit.
Yeah, it is Morris, left-handed it appears.
Yeah, because Morris was up in the last inning.
Yeah, he's down there. It's a lefty throwing.
So you don't have to worry about him unless you bat around, or unless you bat to the top of the order again. The 2-1 delivery on the way from Ruest. That one's outside for a ball. 3-1 now the count.
Big opportunity here for Martinsburg to get this insurance run. Again, nobody out. You got Zittle up, who has pop in that bat. Struggled here of late a little bit, but
108th pitch on the way. Zittle hits that one back up the middle, and he's going to beat it out as the ball kind of comes out of the glove there of Nichols. And runners now on first and third with no outs here in the top of the 6th inning. That was pitch number 108 for Ruest.
Throw was a little late.
We've got a pinch hitter now coming in.
Excuse me, throw was a little low. Pinch runner, I believe. Throw was a little low, but I believe the error is going to be on the first baseman as it just kind of stayed in the glove and then rolled out. As French did make a really nice play. The ball was hit off the end of the bat. He got there, made an athletic play, and threw across the body on the run. And that's a play that I believe Mike's got helped him out there and dig that out. So it looks like Grove is going to run for Zittle.
For the Bulldogs, number 25, Isaac Grove.
Courtesy runner yet again. Those are brought to you by Jason Barrett for State Senate, a conservative fighter for Jefferson and Berkeley counties.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's cold up here.
I believe that would have to be a pinch runner at this point.
Yeah, pinch runner. Excuse me, yeah. For DH.
I think Trips Flooring has the pinch runner, not the courtesy runner. That's Jason. Looks like Grove may be going to the bullpen here, possibly.
Yeah, 108.
I think he's actually at 1-10. Or no, 108.
108.
Yeah.
106 is what Hedgesville's got him out. We're still talking to him again. I don't know if they're just going to. What they're going to do here. Runners on first and third. Hasn't taken the ball yet.
Well, Gano's out there throwing the baseball, so I think this is more of a. I'm going to take my time here to get Gano loose as he's cutting it across the diamond.
So far,
this is his last batter no matter what, unless you can get him out in one pitch.
Yeah, Joe Paulson getting ready to come up. And he was hit by a pitch his last time up.
So this time the risk isn't as bad, because if you do get thrown out at first, the inning's not over, and at second, the run could possibly score on this first and third play with nobody out. So if Martinsburg opts to take this base, Hedgesville has to make a decision whether they're going to throw through and try to get the out, or if they're going to have a play on to try to get Lupus coming back home, or if they're just going to let Groves take second base.
Well, as you can see on TV 10, Coach Eric Grove for Hedgesville walking back to the dugout. Going to let Ruest pitch these final 2 pitches.
You see Coach Ballard coming. We can finish this at bat.
Is that what it is? You can enter the at-bat with 109 or 110?
Yeah, you just can't start an at-bat after 110.
All right.
So Coach Ballard comes down and talks to Paulson, maybe tell him to take a pitch, let Grove get down there, or just tell him to, knowing that this is definitely a possible steal situation again with first and third and no one out. The risk could be worth the reward here, but with no one out, possible that he just kind of sees how the inning plays. So devil's advocate here.
First one there to Paulson, hits the plate. 1-0 now the count.
Takes the gamemanship out of the offensive side now, and now it's just man on man here with Paulson and Ruest, as Paulson is the infield drawn in to cut this run off, which is a proper defense at this situation.
1-0 delivery on the way. That's in there for a strike from Ruest at pitch number 110 on the night.
And then 2 pitches ago there, that wild pitch allowed the runner to advance to second, so the double play out of the question now too.
Yeah, the double play, any of the first and third stuff. First base is open, infield's up.
1-1 delivery on the way. That one hugs the line and stays fair. Coming around to score 2 runners, Grove and Lupus. And going back to first is Paulson. A 2 RBI single for Joe Paulson puts Martinsburg up 5-1 here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, that ball caught just inside the line there. He turned on that pitch, and I believe that's it for Ruest.
Now batting number 8.
I would think.
Should be.
Doesn't look like it now.
I guess he is at 108. No one's saying much. So I guess he has 2 more pitches.
So this will be his last batter, most likely.
Well, it would have to be.
Unless it's a one-pitch batter.
Yep.
I don't know. I've got 111 from the Martinsburg.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for him to make that throw so they can. Man, they're going to say something if he throws this pitch. I would believe if their game changer has him at 111.
I don't know.
No, either.
The first pitch coming there.
Into the living room if you're watching on TV 10.
There you go. That is
so here comes Coach.
Pitch 110 if you're on the Hedgesville game changer.
Nope. Nothing out of the Martinsburg
well, you get to
dugout.
start the
So
at-bat, so I guess they're not. I mean, however you count it, those 2 were from the intentional walk, I guess. But if you don't count it, then you don't count it. Bunt attempt again, and perfectly placed bunt will move the runner there over to second base, and he'll get a sacrifice bunt situation there. And Coach Grove now will come out. It looks like waiting until Martinsburg's hitter Asanovich gets back out.
So at this point, regardless of what the game changer says or this or that, looks like Ruess is done. He's hit the max. Cold night, 110 plus pitches here tonight, and threw a heck of a game.
Bringing in Gano, it looks like, right?
Yeah, Ruess going, 5 1/3. Only giving up 5 runs to a good offense of Martinsburg.
We've got a pitching change here. We'll bring you back here after this 60-second break. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 60.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Welcome back to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex. Martinsburg up 5-1. We've got a pitching change. Those are brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. As looks like a straight swap there from center field to the pitcher's mound as Gage Gano, who was the guy that was DH'd for tonight. He'll come to the mound here. That ends the day on Ruest's night. 5 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he is responsible for Paulson.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad night for Ruest at all. I mean, could take a little hit on the ERA there, but with his 4 earned runs in 5 innings, but he just didn't get the run support up to this point. He had an opportunity. Hedgesville had opportunities to keep this game, close and or even, take the lead at times with base runners. Didn't get the timely base hit. And you see there, Martinsburg just got that timely, that hit with base runners on from Paulson. That's been the difference in the game so far is, the base runners left on. Because Martinsburg has given some free bases to Hedgesville. They just weren't able to capitalize.
Hudson Clement up for Martinsburg. He swings on that one up the middle into center field. So an easy single, and coming around to score is Paulson, an RBI single for Hudson Clement here. And that one, that goes to Ruest, right?
Yep. I was a little worried. I mean, shouldn't say worried, but it was one of those situations where the pitcher comes off the mound after throwing 110 pitches, goes to the field, and the ball's hit to him, and he has to make the throw from center field all the way to home plate. So, always kind of hold your breath in that situation. But these guys are resilient. They they play.
And
position.
Clement will steal, and it's bang play at second base, and he's safe.
He didn't slide, and that makes it look a lot closer than what it is, and gives him the opportunity to fall off the bag on the other side. And
Gano, coming in this one's only pitched 2 1/3 inning in 2 games, faced 15 batters, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. And fouling that one off there.
Hit Sosa right in the mask.
Caught slamming Sammy there in the mask.
Wrong nickname, Trip. Wrong person.
What's his nickname? This Sosa.
Sammy.
Yeah, it's just Sammy.
Oh, it's just
Sammy
Sammy.
Sosa.
Okay. It's not just Sammy.
That's his actual nickname, so.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Sifford up to the plate. He walked in his last plate appearance there last inning here in the top of the 6th inning with Martinsburg on top 6-1.
Yeah, opportunity here for another. Oh, he was going. Hudson was going on the pitch, and Sifford called timeout. Nobody's covering third. I think that's the whole thing here. Third baseman had gotten.
That's been happening all night too.
Into the grass here, and Sifford kind of give the play away there by calling that timeout inadvertently. I'm sure this is a kind of a green light steal, so Sifford didn't know he was stealing. So at that point, he just was getting frozen there.
And it seems like Sosa and Gano are not off to a great start here, trying to figure out which pitches they're calling tonight. So they've mound visit here from Sosa.
Yeah, they're trying to get Sosa with a man on second base. The assumption is that they maybe give a different sign. At that point, man on, you get base runners on. Maybe it's the second signal I give or something to that effect. Nobody's on. Not a chance to steal the sign. You kind of just go with first sign. Get a man on second, especially a senior like Hudson who can give the signs back to the batter. They go with a different set of signs possibly.
Gano back, and he tried to throw back, and that goes into center field. So Hudson Clement will move up 90 feet to third base and get 90 feet from another run here, as Martinsburg's already put up 3 runs in this inning.
Here you heard Coach Baller on this week in the program. You guys had him on. I heard him talking about the bases they've stolen this year. It kind of surprised him that they had stolen that many bases.
And your third pitch now to Sifford, and that one is outside for a ball. 2-1 now the count.
And we've seen tonight a couple steals. We've seen some good reads on dirt balls. We've seen Hudson Clement run out an infield single. So we've seen their speed play into this game some.
2-1 delivery here to Sifford, and that one is in the zone and called a strike now. Evens it up at 2 apiece.
So anytime you can get Clement on, sometimes it turns into the Ricky Henderson triple.
That one passes. I guess it gets past the catching gear of Sosa.
Good block. Just got kind of blocked it up, knocked it down, just kind of swibbed away. Clement kind of broke it first and decided not to come. He backed it up, and we'll reset here at the 3-2 count.
Full count delivery on the way. That one is right in front of him. He kicks the ball, so runners now on the corners, first and third. And Sosa, you mentioned earlier in the ball game, he's kind of had trouble trying to find the ball.
Yeah, it's kicking around on him, kind of funny. He's searching, and most of the time he does a great job of blocking it. When he has the opportunity, when it's not a completely wild pitch, that he can't block, but he keeps the ball in front. He kind of looks behind. It's generally in front of him where it belongs. So he's done a good job of blocking, but he doesn't quite find it once he blocks it. He blocks for some reason. It doesn't go out in front of him. It kind of drops right by his feet or just under him, and you just can't find it there when you're looking.
Going now to second is Sifford, and they're just going to let him go there on the high ball count or high ball there.
You're in a situation now with all that speed on third that you can't throw down. You can't just give up that run and make it 7-1. So you're going to have to pitch your way out of this, play defense, get the outs at first. The infield's back up.
1-0 delivery on the way, and that
almost caught that
inside, almost caught the jersey there of Morris.
Morris kind of give the matrix there, but the jersey kind of hung out there a little bit as he sucked in all that muscle.
The 2-0 delivery on the way, and that one catches the zone there for a strike. 2-1 now the count here with one out in the top of the sixth inning. Martinsburg up 6-1 here. Runners on second and third. Hudson on Clement on third, and Landon Sifford on second. The 2-1 delivery comes in from Gano, and that is high and outside for a ball. 3-1 now the count.
Yeah, Gano right now just needs to calm down, find his control. Otherwise, Martinsburg can continue to really pull away here in this game.
Look, Isaiah's got to be sitting dead red fastball.
3-1 delivery on the way, and that one is fouled off, and I lost where that went.
Over our press box here.
Yeah. Went over, hit your car, I think.
Well, it's not my car. It's a station vehicle today.
Oh, well, hope it didn't hit that. That'll...
We don't need that back in the shop.
You hoped it hit my car? But
that'd be a pretty far hit.
I didn't say I hoped this. I think it did.
Full count delivery on the way. And that catches the corner for a strikeout. And Morris is not happy at all.
So Morris is a left-hander, and that left-hander's batter's box at that side of the corner of the plate has been extended tonight a little bit oftentimes, but consistent, as Colin said. He's been consistent in that corner, so you can't change it for the left-handers.
Caleb Edwards now up. He was intentionally walked his last time up there in the fifth inning. And in the third inning, had an RBI double. It comes in first one for a strike. He's also hit by a pitch in the second inning.
Caleb's seeing the ball well. You know, Gano's generally a fastball pitcher. Does have a breaking pitch here, but he's got to be setting fastball until he shows him something different.
The 0-1 delivery fouled off.
Certainly a tale of two teams, one that's getting base hits with base runners on as opposed to Hedgesville leaving the base runners on.
Yeah, Martinsburg now with 7 hits on the night, but 4 errors.
Yeah.
Those errors just have not cost them, at least not in the runs yet.
The 0-2 delivery on the way. That is popped up into shallow right field. Coming in to get it is DeLauder, and he'll get that one. And it will end the top of the sixth inning, but not before Martinsburg is able to add 3 more runs and make the lead 6-1 here. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth inning with just 6 more outs for the Eagles. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex for a rare Saturday night EPAC baseball action. A game that was originally scheduled for last night, but they pushed it back to tonight. And Martinsburg on top 6-1 here. Spencer Dupuy, Trip Tobin, Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Sports. Our cameraman is Donald Kenny. Back in the studio, the duo of Nick Verzolini and our intern Avery Newport. Almost not an intern anymore. He'll be working with us for the summer.
What? He's staying?
He's staying through the summer, but he'll be leaving us in August because he's going to go start grad school in the sports journalism program there at the University of Maryland. Highly touted sports journalism grad program. Shout out to him.
Avery. Don't forget this little guys when you hit it big, Avery.
Edwards, 100th pitch of the night, that is. Swung on and hit to left field, and Sifford camps under, and he's able to get the first out of the night on 1 pitch, the 100th pitch here.
In the approach there with them.
For French.
You got a pinch hitter?
Yeah, I guess so.
Might be, yeah.
For Tanner Matthews.
Elliott.
Number 25. He is greeted with one inside by the knees there.
Avery says thank you, by the way, Trip.
All right. Just don't forget about me when he hits it big.
All right. Second pitch comes in for another ball. 2-2 now the count.
I don't have a 25 on the stats.
Guess this is his first plate appearance then.
His last name is Elliott.
Is it Mason Elliott?
I would presume so.
Yeah, it's Mason Elliott getting the opportunity here. In for Matthews.
2-1 delivery on the way from Edwards. That one in there for a strike to even the count at 2 apiece.
Yeah, just at the knees there.
Mm-hmm.
He swings and misses that one. Strikes out swinging there, so 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now down to their final 4 outs.
Yeah, tough
Mason
spot
Elliott.
to be in for Mason as he was greeted with the first pitch with an 80-mile-an-hour fastball up near his midsection and in.
Yadnel Rivera Sosa up, and he fouls the first one off behind the Bulldogs dugout.
And we'll just call him Sammy. Number 21.
Sammy Sosa.
Ooh.
That one.
Almost hit Sammy Sosa.
But that one is a
I think
pass
he just
ball.
jumped right over it.
So we had a right-hander almost get one in the midsection. And now we've got a left-hander, so it's Edwards is either losing the grip there or just missing his spot there.
And Sosa gets a big swing on that one, and that one's out fouled out.
He's a little mad at
on the left
himself
field
for missing that one. He's just behind it a bit, but kind of yelled at himself there after that swing, knowing that he was sitting on that one.
This could be the final batter for Edwards at 109 pitches coming up here. The 1-2 count here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. You want him to get through this 6th inning.
Yeah.
Just for clarity reasons, to get him through 6 strong.
Well, that and, Martinsburg has 2 big games with Jefferson and Washington this week, coming up. And so, the pitching staff, the battle of attrition there, we know Paulson was a little stiff, had a bad outing, a bad showing, for an inning or so at Morgantown. And, so that arm hadn't completely felt good for him. So, Martinsburg needs to get all they can out of their staff here to get through this stretch of the schedule.
1-2 count here. Delivery on the way from Edwards. And he gets him striking out looking, and that looks to end his night here with 109 pitches for Edwards. 6 strong innings with a strikeout looking there. Back-to-back strikeouts here to end the bottom of the 6th inning. Or back next for the top of the 7th inning with Boober, Lupus, and Zittel due up for Martinsburg. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 60.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with 1-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Welcome back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex. Spencer DeWitt, Trip Tobin, Colin McLaughlin, happy to have you with us here. Martinsburg up 6-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. A pitching change for Hedgesville. It will be the guy that we just saw pinch hit for the first time. That is Mason Elliott. Pitching changes brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local. I ride with them, so you should too. And he hasn't pitched this season either.
Yeah, I was just speaking with the gentleman here in the press box. Mason Elliott's a freshman. That was his first varsity at bat, and this is his first opportunity pitching in the varsity game. So, tip your hat to this young man coming out and competing, getting some varsity experience here on a nice cold night. We wouldn't necessarily call them throwaway innings because the game is still in reach by all means, but putting some trust in this young man. Hedgesville lost a few guys, and so they need to find some depth in that staff. So they're reaching here and seeing what Mason's got. So good luck to him as he faces a daunting task here in this Martinsburg lineup with a 6-run lead and their ears pinned back.
And Godot's final line for the night here: 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, no runs earned, no runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Here it's Mason Elliott now pitching for Hedgesville. Up to the bat is Carson Buber. First one into him is a strike.
His first career varsity pitch, a strike. Resets the outfield with Ruest in left, Gano in center, and Lane DeLauder in right. And he looks to have taken Tanner Matthews' spot in the lineup.
Swinging straight through that one brings the count 0-2. Good start here for Elliott.
Yeah. Carson Buber having a night that's uncharacteristic of his talent. Hopefully he can rebound from this. Maybe find himself a base hit here or something to put a smile on his face at the end of the night.
0-2 delivery on the way, and he doesn't go. Appeal down to the first base umpire, who is actually at first base this time because nobody's on base. So you get a true appeal.
They try to get the appeals when he's in the B and C position.
Yeah.
You can't get those appeals, and it's also earlier in the game when that call at first, he was in the B position. It was hard to see.
1-2 delivery on the way. That is high for a ball to bring the count even at 2-2.
You heard Coach Ballard yell earlier to Carson to get comfortable. You don't look comfortable, and you can see he's kind of tapping his front foot there. So things you go through in your baseball career where you see the ball and you feel comfortable, and there's other times you're not as comfortable.
2-2 delivery on the way. That one outside for a ball brings the count full at 3-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. Martinsburg leading by 5, 6-1.
Yeah, Buber just needs one good hit here. To bring that confidence level back to where it needs to be.
That one, they're going to call out a strike or no? He just walked him there. Didn't really see any motion or didn't hear any words there from home plate umpire.
That's 2 pitches that Yadniel Sosa, the catcher, wanted. I mean, he's seen that pitch called a strike tonight a couple of times, or at least a similar pitch, and just didn't get those last 2 pitches. The 2-2 pitch and the 3-2 pitch were both, outside or on the outer half, or according to Baker, off the plate. But
Buber on
given that pitch.
Base pads for the first time tonight with the walk there. Now up to the plate is Michael Lupus. Michael Lupus is, I believe, 2 for 3 tonight.
2 solid base hits in the gaps. Yeah, I mean, the one was off the fence in the air. He just missing.
3 RBI and a run. 0-1 delivery on the way. That one in the dirt for a ball. 1-1 now the count. The count. 1-1 delivery from the freshman Mason Elliott. That one in the zone for a strike. Brings the count now to 1-2. Colin over there doing like 3 jobs. Shout out to Colin.
Working hard here, making sure that the TV looks good. Our main camera here that you can see right now has been going out here and there.
1-2 delivery on the way, and that one's outside for a ball as Buber moves over to second base on the stolen base there. Brings the count now at 2 with a runner in scoring position.
Here it is at 9:38 and I'm hungry, and the cameraman's eating.
I know. He's eating all night long.
Yeah,
that was
keep going to the buffet.
Hey, 2-2 delivery on the way, and the first strikeout there for Mason Elliott. Probably the first of his varsity career, I believe. There's no stats on him, so first varsity strikeout there.
On a guy who was 2 for 3 against the starting pitching. So Lupus was seeing the ball well. He just Just got caught going around a little bit there on that pitch.
It looks like we got Zittel re-entering into the game.
Mm-hmm. So it must have been just a pinch runner.
First one there from Elliott to Zittel is in for a strike. 0-1 now the count here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. And a runner on second base and Carson Buber there in scoring position. 0-1 delivery on the way, and that one catches the corner for another strike. Strike. Elliott coming in strong here after that strikeout.
Elliott's finding the sweet spot out there on that outside corner where the pitchers have been successful tonight.
0-2 delivery on the way. That one bounces to the backstop and comes out.
I'm not sure where Coach Bowler went. He's not over there.
Now Buber, another 90 feet.
Paulson's going to go check on him.
I see him. He's standing behind the dugout now. He's trying to hide from you there.
I see, okay. Everybody's looking for him. Paulson went to go check him out. Thought maybe he might have went over and...
Oh, he's stepping forward now.
He's back.
Another pass ball, and it's going to stay close enough. Just kind of the way that
visitor dugout kicks out.
Yeah.
And it leaves a kind of a dead corner back there, but we lost him there for a second.
We did, but the way this ballpark's kind of set up, it comes right. The ball either heads down the line when it ricochets off, or it comes kind of right back to you, and it came back to Sosa there.
It's what kept the run from scoring.
And pop up into the infield is Zittel, and it pops. Catching there is Elliott for the second out of the 7th inning here.
Paulson up again with 2 outs, I believe, and runners in scoring position. See if he can work some magic again. Another base hit here would drive in another run, give him 3 RBIs on the night.
Yeah, last time up he had a 2 RBI single there in the 6th inning. And a pass ball here, but it kind of stops there and bounces. And just kind of, as I mentioned, the setup of this ballpark, if it kind of dies there, you're lucky enough because you're pretty close to it.
Paulson needs to, for this team to be successful, move into the, be successful at the next level of the sections and the regions. Martinsburg needs to find, that 3rd and 4th outfielder, as Canby's out tonight. There's a strike called on Paulson.
Yeah, one now the count.
But what we also have to understand is Sifford has to come in at some point in time and give Isanovich a night off at the plate. So there's definitely a need for outfielders here for one of them to earn a spot here.
And fouling that one up and
hitting a light pole there for the Little League field.
Yeah, just trying to find where that went.
Yep, it hit the light pole there near the third base dugout of the Little League field to our right before coming down to the fence.
1-2 now the count here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. 6-1 lead, the 1-2 delivery on the way. That's high for a ball now, evens the count at 2 apiece.
So Paulson here could, start finding some good quality at bats, some base hits. He could certainly fill that role easily. He's a senior, he has experience, a varsity experience, and not easily shook, has that mound presence.
2-2 delivery on the way. Swinging and missing is Paulson, and getting the second strikeout of the night is Mason Elliott to end the top of the 7th inning. Martinsburg up 6-1. We're back in 60 seconds for the final 3 outs of the ball game here, the bottom of the 7th inning. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, back in 60.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
Are you at risk for a heart attack or stroke? WVU Medicine would like to remind you it's important to recognize the signs and symptoms so you can seek medical attention fast. The acronym FAST stands for F, face drooping, A, arm weakness, S, speech difficulty, and T, time to call 911. If you are having a stroke, get medical attention right away. Immediate treatment may decrease the risk of disability and prevent death. This important message is brought to you by WVU Medicine.
Back here to the Hedgesville Baseball Complex for the bottom of the 7th inning, what could be the final 3 outs of the ball game, and into the night for Edwards. 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, no earned, 3 walks, and 11 Ks on 109 pitches, 27 batters faced. Heck of a ball game for him. Straight swap there with first as Isaiah Morris moves over to the mound, and Edwards moves over to first. Hedgesville down to their final 3 batters here, top of the order with Braylon Connor.
Looks like Hedgesville's ready to swing the bat. 5 of them are out there on the on-deck circle checking out the new pitcher. So some life in that dugout there.
Yeah, and that new pitcher in Isaiah Morris. So far on the year, 8.2 innings pitched through 3 games. He had 1 start there. And he's 2-0 on the year, only allowing 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, has 16 strikeouts to 10 walks as well. One of the lower ERAs for the team there at 1.62.
First pitch from Morris on the way and catches the zone for a strike. Now 0-1 the count here. The final 3 outs.
But not a save opportunity tonight for him.
No, I think neither of these teams have had save opportunities. Swinging straight through that one and missing for an 0-2 count now as Morris gets ahead here.
I think the only save opportunity that at least we've seen was Colin Reed there for Washington against Jefferson.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats earlier today when I was printing them out. Almost a strike. They're going to call it a ball, though. There is Baker behind the plate. Could have been a 1-2-3 punch out. 1-2 delivery on the way. Gets him swinging there for the strikeout.
Coming from the left side, a little different look. You get a righty-lefty, you know, a nice mix-up here. You know, righty Edwards the whole game, and now Hedgesville down their last 2 outs trying to face a, you know, lefty coming from the other side, trying to readjust here a little.
First one in there for a ball. And Ruiz will foul that one off, so 1-1 now the count. Down to their final 2 outs here is Hedgesville. Coming into the night 8-3 on the season, but lost 7-5 against Martinsburg back there on March 18th at P.O. Faulkner. Third pitch in there for a strike. Now 1-2 the count as Morris gets ahead. One-two delivery on the way, and a kind of half swing there. Gets a foul ball there down the third baseline.
Yeah, it looked like Ruest was trying to extend, but then the ball broke in, so he had to keep his hands close to him to make sure that he wasn't struck out.
Morris looking pretty good here coming in. Whoa, as he brings one in tight there.
Yeah.
Just as you said that.
Yeah, looking good as he's got some velocity on the ball, throwing it from the left side, you know, just coming in, trying to close the game out, finish this team off with fastballs here.
2-2 delivery on the way in the dirt for a ball brings the count full here with Ruest at the plate. Ruest had a single, I believe, in the 4th inning and struck out in the 3rd and lined out to center field in the 1st. Fouls that one down there to first base coach.
Ruest putting up a fight here a little bit, you know, trying to keep that bat alive. The longer he can keep it alive, the longer he can, you know, advantage to him.
Full count
base runners.
Delivery on the way, and inside near the knees, he walks him. Does Morris, so now free base runner there with a walk. for Hedgesville brings up Connor Quinn, who tonight hasn't had a good night, but on the season hitting .405, probably around 400 now, and 19 RBIs. Struck out looking twice tonight and got on base with an error. First pitch coming from Morris.
Hedgesville just needs to get base runners on anyway at all. Keep this inning going as long as possible. We've seen big innings out of these EPAC teams, facing each other late in the games. Just when you think it's over, next thing you know, they come roaring back. So Morris needs to throw strikes. Let his defense do some work here.
The 1-0 delivery on the way and in the zone for a strike to even the count here at 1 apiece.
Collins not getting those borderline pitches tonight in his favor in any way, shape, or form.
The 1-1 delivery on the way, and that one's fouled out right over top of the netting here along the first base side. Let's reset this inning. 1-2 the count here. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning as Hedgesville down to their final 2 outs here. Jackson Ruest at first with a healthy lead. And Morris comes to the plate and outside for a ball to even the count here at 2. Martinsburg on top 6-1 with 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 3 in the 6th. Hedgesville with 1 in the third. And
there's a chance.
Good piece of hitting there over to Buber, and Buber completes the second out to Edwards, which was kind of trouble earlier when Morris was on first. Saw a few errors there earlier tonight, but moves the runner in Ruest up to second base.
Yeah, definitely more of what we've seen out of Buber throughout the years. He's made a couple of faux pas here tonight, but he gets to that, gets to one knee, gets up and makes that throw, and then that's what we've been accustomed to seeing out of him. So rebounding nicely to make that play.
Nichols with the first swing here, healthy swing there, wanted to put this deficit in half with 1 swing of the bat there, but swings right through it. He struck out his last time up in the 5th inning, walked in the 3rd inning, popped out to right field in the 2nd inning, and now down 0-2 here. Final strike, down to his final strike here is Nichols.
Nichols certainly has some pop in that bat, but right now, something over the fence would bring it close, but we'll just clear the bases, so he just needs to be unselfish, try to get on base any way at all, look for his pitch to hit.
0-2 delivery from Morris, and that one is low and inside, trying to frame it. There was Asanovich, but just didn't get the frame call there from old plate umpire C.L. Baker.
Doesn't give much on the left side of the plate, but the right side of the plate he gives a little more, so 2 strikes here on Nichols.
1-2 delivery on the way, and that one is inside at the knees to even the count here at 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Breaking pitch that if he wouldn't have pulled that back foot out of the way, it might have caught him on the knee.
West at second base, 2-2 the count here, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Morris looking to shut the door. That one is popped out into right center field, and calling off Wilt is Paulson for the final out of the ball game, and Martinsburg wins 6-1.
6-1. That was a nice play out there. At first, I thought they were going to kind of collide the way they were coming, but then looks like Wilt give way to Paulson there, as Paulson must have caught it there late, and a nice play out there, nice communication from those 2 young men.
Martinsburg gets the win 6-1. We're back for the start of the postgame show. After this 2-minute break, you're tuned into West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, I'm Sally Hardy. I am asking you to re-elect John Hardy to the West Virginia House. John is my husband of 24 years and an amazing dad to our daughters. I am proud of this hardworking man who runs a successful business, gives back to the community, and is our valuable delegate. John Hardy is a man of values with a heart of service, and he cares about moving West Virginia forward. Re-elect my husband, John Hardy. Visit Delegate John Hardy on Facebook.
Paid for by candidate. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come
from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the Postgame Show. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, the Heffley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out their menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Martinsburg gets the victory over Hedgesville 6-1 in what was a pretty dominant ball game here from Caleb Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards threw the ball really well. He certainly is or could possibly, he's certainly going to be our player of the game here. And the reason why being is, certainly making a bid for that player of the game with Mike Lupus with his couple doubles there off the wall. Paulson had a sweet line drive down the third baseline to kind of put the game out of reach there. But ultimately, those what was it, 10, 11 strikeouts from Edwards were, big inning stoppers for Hedgesville, and shut them out, kept them off from crossing home plate. And so, but Martinsburg took advantage of every opportunity they had. Hedgesville didn't have any errors, if any.
I believe they had 2 errors.
And they took advantage, ran the bases, used their speed, and got some timely hitting, and scored when they had the opportunities. As the other side of the coin, Hedgesville just left, 2 on in the second, bases loaded in the third, bases loaded in the fourth, and that just that at that point Martinsburg continued to put a run on the board, and just kept building that lead, a couple runs at a time. When if just one good base hit or one solid base hit could have certainly put crooked numbers up on the board for Hedgesville in those couple innings that they had base runners on.
Yeah, definitely, and Martinsburg sweeps Hedgesville here in the regular season series. 7-5 was the first game, 6-1 here in the second game, so 13-6. Martinsburg outscored Hedgesville in the 2 regular season ball games, but this will be a matchup we'll probably see in the postseason coming up. We'll get now into the game summary brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home auto farmer business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. You can call them at 304-263-0809 or go to fmiwv.com. And game summary here in the top of the third inning. Martinsburg got on top 1-0. I guess actually we'll stop the summary here. We'll get back to it momentarily, but we now have Colin down there in front of home plate with a player. Take it away, Colin.
All righty, thank you, Spencer and Tripp. Down here with a victorious pitcher here for Martinsburg. 11 strikeouts tonight. Congratulations. Just talk me through how it felt there out on the mound tonight.
It felt great starting, and then I got into a jam like third and fourth inning and just kept battling through and stayed strong and trusted the guys behind me to back me up.
Only allowed 1 run tonight in the win. Dominating performance. You went all the way up until your maximum pitch count. How's the arm feel now?
Arm feels great right now. I'm sure I'll feel it in the morning, though.
Big week coming up. You got 3 EPAC opponents starting Monday with Jefferson and then Tuesday against Washington, finishing out Friday against Spring Mills. What's your team need to do to go 3-0 next week?
I think we just need to keep working hard and stay level-headed and play our game, and I think as long as we play our game, I think we'll be just fine.
All right, congrats again on the win. I'll switch you out now with Coach Byler. Go rest up and enjoy your rest of the weekend, man. All righty. Now here with Coach Byler. Congrats on the win here on the road. Got to move it a day, but your team looked pretty good out there for the most part. A couple defensive slip-ups, but things that might be able to get tweaked tomorrow before the game.
Well, I think a lot of that was a product of not being on the field and being inside for 4 days. So we kind of expected to have a little bit of blunders and not having Jordan Camby, out there in center to hold things down. Ball being wet a couple times where we didn't get a good grip on it, but those things are all correctable.
Big difference in tonight was the fact that you guys were able to capitalize when you had runners in scoring position. Just talk me through how the team was there when it came to the bats.
I think Mike Lupus had a couple big 2-out hits. Caleb Edwards had a good 2-out hit there, and I think we worked well. And we talked to him about getting in a hitter's count. And when we did that, we sat fastball and we let the ball travel and hit the ball middle away, and credit our guys for doing that.
I just talked to Edwards about it, talked with you about it. Big week coming up. Starts with Jefferson, a revenge game, and then Washington the following day. End it with a pretty emotional game possibly there, honoring the batting cage Coach Twig, and then an EPAC game as well against Spring Mills. What are you going to tell your team to, I guess on a short notice, have to be ready for 3 straight, or not 3 straight, but pretty long week?
Well, we'll take it one at a time. Obviously, we'll focus on Jefferson first, and then we'll just go down the row. And it's tough when you have to play 3 in a row like we do. It really limits your pitching and who you have available. But we got faith in all our guys, and it's going to test us a little bit to see how deep our rotation is. But it should be fun.
All right, you already mentioned Lupus. Talked with Edwards. Who else stood out to you tonight for your team?
I thought Isaiah Morris had a big 2-out hit there, and give credit to Logan Wild as a sophomore. I know he dropped the ball there, but coming in, and then Joe Paulson. I thought Joe had some quality at bats, hit a ball down the line there, made a couple catches in right field. So, I'm not pleased overall. I thought we left some runs on the board, and I thought we did some things here and there that were kind of foolish defensively. But it's always good to come here and win, and we'll never be upset about it.
All right, thank you, Coach Byler. Back up to Spencer and Tripp for the rest of your Palace Lounge postgame show.
All right, thank you, Colin. We'll be at P.O. Faulkner Monday, so we'll talk to Coach Byler before Monday's game as well. But now we'll get into the game summary brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. You can call them at 304-263-0809 or go to fmiwv.com. We'll start it in the second inning as Caleb Edwards was hit by a pitch, and then he had a courtesy runner as Isaac Grove come in for him, and then Boober had a bunt, and he advanced Grove to second base, and then a double there from Lupus puts Martinsburg on top 1-0. That's the only runs there in the top of the second inning. You go to the top of the third inning, and it got started. Hudson Clement hit a single on a ground ball to Ruiz, kind of legging out that infield single there. Then a line out from Siffert. Isaiah Morris singled on a fly ball to left field with Clement scoring, and then a double there from a double from Caleb Edwards, as you heard Coach Byler reference there with that double on a fly ball to right field, and Isaiah Morris scored. Then to the bottom of the third inning, got 1 run back there as Martinsburg was on top 3-0 at the time, and a 1 run came back. And that was Sosa walked in the beginning of the inning, then 2 straight strikeouts and error as Brown came in to run for Sosa. Quinn hit a ground ball, and he reached on an error. Then another walk, so that loaded the bases there. And then a hit by a pitch as DeLauder was hit by a pitch, brought in a runner to make it 3-1, and then a ground out ended that inning. So after the third inning, it was 3-1, and then zeros were on the board for the next 2 full frames. In the top of the 6th inning, a double from Michael Lupus to start it out, an error as Zittle hit a ground ball and reached on that. Then Isaac Grove came in to be the courtesy runner for Zittle, Paulson singled on a hard ground ball, which brought the lead now 5-1, and then a sac bunt moved Paulson to second, and a single on a hard ground ball to center field by Clement scored Paulson, and that was the 3 runs there in the top of the 6th inning, and that was your Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company game summary. Now we'll get to the game stats. Those are brought to you by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. We'll start with the home team, Hedgesville, on the night. Only 2 hits, one of those coming from the pitcher, Ruest. He walked as well. And then Kimball had a hit as well. And so 1 RBI on the night, 2 hits, 4 walks, and 12 total strikeouts there for Hedgesville. So that's 1-2-2 if you're counting their runs, hits, errors. And then on the mound, Ruest takes the loss, 5 1/3 inning, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Gano comes in for relief there in the 6th inning, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Mason Elliott makes his varsity debut tonight, goes 1 inning, 2 strikeouts on 1 walk. Ruest pitched 111 pitches tonight, 16 for Gano and 21 for the freshman Elliott. 27 batters faced for Ruest, 4 for Gano and 4 for Elliott. Let's move over to Martinsburg. 2 for 4 night here from Clement with an RBI and a run. He also struck out once. Lupus, 2 for 4 night as well, an RBI and a run. 6 total team RBIs, 2 RBIs from Paulson. 8 team strikeouts, 4 walks. And we'll get now to the pitching. Caleb Edwards, starter tonight, went 6 strong innings, 2 hits, 1 run, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 11 Ks. Isaiah Morris came in for the 7th inning to kind of be in that closer's role. Wasn't a save opportunity, but closed the game out with solid inning of just 1 walk and 1 strikeout. So Martinsburg pitched 7 innings, 2 hits allowed, 1 run, no earned runs, 4 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Caleb Edwards finishes with 109 pitches, 65 for strikes. Isaiah Morris, 22 pitches, 13 for strikes. 27 batters faced for Edwards and for Morris. What we'll do right now is we will step aside for our final 2-minute break here. And when we come back after this 2-minute break, Tripp will give you his WVU Medicine Player of the Game. You're tuned to the Palace Lounge postgame show with West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
I'm Jason Barrett. I'm running for state senate because I believe it's time to build an even better West Virginia. That starts with a less burdensome tax policy, reliable internet service, a strong education system, and a robust tourism industry. I believe this building starts right here in Jefferson and Berkeley counties. I ask for your support and your vote in the May 10th Republican primary.
Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, where accident, injury, and disability lawyers with over 120 years combined local trial experience. When injury or illness has stopped you from working, you may be eligible for Social Security disability. Ron Harmon has been winning disability claims for over a quarter of a century. Don't hire some out-of-state firm. Ron Harmon's in Martinsburg. He will meet with you right here in our office. Get a local lawyer you can trust. Call 304-LAWYERS for a free consultation. 304-LAWYERS or 304-263-0900.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
See that Honda badge? It reveals more than the Ridgeline's maker. It's a testament to endurance and Honda ingenuity. So when the terrain ahead is full of challenges, brace yourself. The Honda Ridgeline is about to amaze you. Rise to the challenge with the rugged performance of the Honda Ridgeline.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Welcome back to Hedgesville Baseball Complex here for the Palace Lounge post-game show. Spencer Dubuis, Trip Tobin, Colin McLaughlin. Shout out to Colin for getting those post-game interviews earlier on the post-game show. But now we're in our final segment of the post-game show, and it is the Player of the Game segment here, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Trip, I think this is a pretty obvious one.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pitcher. It's like giving the MVP to the quarterback all the time. But, but it was obvious tonight.
Yeah.
He certainly had his stuff there. And here's the thing: he pitches 6 straight innings. He gets six innings, and he finished 5 innings of those 6 innings. He finished them off with a strikeout, twice with bases loaded, and once with men on second and third. So that's 8 runners he left on base by striking out the hitter at the plate. If any of those hitters puts the ball in play, Martinsburg makes an error, an overthrow, they get a base hit. This game is different. So, once I think the first inning he gets a 1-2-3 inning with the third batter striking out. So, second inning, a couple runners get on. He strikes out to leave 2 runners in scoring position. The third inning has a rough inning. Bases get loaded. They score a run. He strikes out the next guy. Fourth inning, bases loaded, strikes out the end of the inning, and then in the 5th inning, strikes out the side. So, so that's the situation that in high school baseball, a strikeout is the easiest, not the easiest out, but is the easiest out for the defense to get. They don't have to make a play. So at that point, he takes all that pressure off the defense by just Doran himself on the mound. But any of those batters gets a hit and extends those innings, it's probably a different game, and it stays tighter, and everybody stays in the game, and the intensity stays there. But once you get up 4, 5, 6, runs, you start to play a lot more loose. But when it's a tight game, things can change. So hats off to Caleb for getting those 6 inning strikeout, or 5 strikeouts in 6 innings. In 6 innings, sorry about that.
All right, well, that was your WVU Medicine Player of the Game, Caleb Edwards. And that was, again, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers here as we wrap things up here on the Palace Lounge post-game show. Our next broadcast will be Monday as the now 11-2 Bulldogs look for a rematch against Jefferson, hosting them at P.O. Faulkner Park on Monday, 7 p.m. Scheduled first pitch for varsity action will be there for that one as well. And so the Martinsburg Bulldogs with the 6-1 victory improved to 11-2 and 2-0 on the season against Hedgesville. Hedgesville falls to 8-4 on the season. And again, our next broadcast is on Monday, Jefferson at Martinsburg. But that'll do it for this broadcast. Thanks to everybody here, for the coaches for being able to talk to them prior to the game and allowing us access to stats. Big thank you to them for that. Definitely helped out a lot on this broadcast and all of our broadcasts going forward. But that'll do it for this game. Again, Martinsburg with the victory 6-1. We'll be there Monday for Jefferson at Martinsburg. For the guys back in the studio, what you'll hear from next with the Modern Realty Results post-game scoreboard show. That's Nick Verzolini and Avery Newport, our cameraman Donald Kenny, and Colin McLaughlin and Trip Tobin. I'm Spencer Bui saying so long. We'll talk to you at 12:08 Monday on the Sports Mix, and then again 6:40 p.m. on Monday as well for the Cody's Body Shop countdown to first pitch between Jefferson and Martinsburg. But saying so long tonight for a rare EPAC Saturday night baseball game is Spencer Dubuis saying so long. You'll hear from Nick or Avery next on the Modern Renovations post-game scoreboard show.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new Bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Safdar Akbar, Emergency Medicine. Physician's Assistant Misty Hunsater, Interventional Radiology. Nurse Practitioner Elena Diggs, Urgent Care. Physician's Assistant Catherine Lee, Emergency Medicine. Psychiatrist David Marks, Family Medicine, Psychology. And Physician's Assistant Stephanie Mabey, Neurology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
We welcome you into the scoreboard show as Martinsburg winning tonight over Hedgesville in baseball action 6-1. I'm Nick Verzolini. Welcome you in. Musselman getting the win 7-6, or losing tonight to James Woods 7-6. The Jefferson Cougars go to Morgantown and put up 24 runs in game 1, winning 24-4 over the Mohegans, and then beat and win game 2 7-6. And then in softball action, Spring Mills losing to Jefferson 16-1, but in game 2 against Grafton today got a 7-5 win for the Lady Cardinals. Some national scores from around the nation. In Major League Baseball, the New York Mets are currently leading the Washington Nationals 5-0. And that one late in the ball game, top of the 9th inning there. The Braves leading the Reds right now 2-0 in the 8th inning. Dodgers trailing the Rockies 2-1. Padres Diamondbacks tied up at 2 in the 7th. In the 4th inning, the Angels with a 1-0 lead over the Astros. Finals earlier today, the Orioles fall to the Rays 5-3. Chicago White Sox beat the Detroit Tigers 5-2. Seattle Mariners over the Minnesota Twins 4-3. Pittsburgh Pirates losing to the St. Louis Cardinals 6-2. Pittsburgh now 0-2 on the year. And the Chicago Cubs beat the Brewers 9-0. Just 4 hits for the Brewers, the defending NL Central champs, off to a rough start. Toronto beating Texas today 4-3. Yankees beat the Red Sox 4-2. Marlins beat the Giants 2-1. Phillies over the Athletics 4-2. And the Royals win 1-0 over the Cleveland Guardians in 10 innings. The National Basketball Association, the San Antonio Spurs trailing the Golden State Warriors 65-51 today in the 3rd inning. The Kings trailing the Clippers right now at the end of the first, or not, I said inning, the 3rd quarter. At the end of the first quarter, the Clippers lead the Kings 31-16. 76ers getting the win tonight over the Pacers, 133-120. Joel Embiid, 41 points and 20 rebounds, 4 assists, maybe locking himself up that MVP. The Memphis Grizzlies beating the Pelicans, 141-114. Brandon Clark leading the way with 20 points for them. And tomorrow will be the conclusion of the NBA regular season. The Wizards will play the Charlotte Hornets in the Queen City. In the National Hockey League, the Ducks leading the Flyers right now 4-3. Blues leading the Islanders 6-1. Devils over the Stars 3-1. Final there. Capitals beat the Penguins today 6-3. We'll take on the Bruins tomorrow. You can listen to that game right here on Talk Radio WRNR. The Panthers taking on the Predators, 4-1 victory for Florida. And those are kind of your main scores from the NHL. In the Masters today, Currently, the leader heading into Sunday is Scotty Scheffler. He has a 3-stroke lead on Cameron Smith, so not a lot of big names. Scheffler has been on the rise, but he goes tomorrow at 240 as he tries to capture the Masters. Some of the big names trailing. Justin Thomas has an 8-stroke trail. He is the closest. Dustin Johnson and Colin Morikawa are both 1 over, so it looks like it's going to be a new Masters winner, but again, Sunday, 240. You can catch that final there. So that does it for us. Again, your final score tonight, Martinsburg beating Hedgesville 6-1. I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long from the studio. Our next broadcast will be Monday when Martinsburg takes on Jefferson.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Modern Realty Results, and the Skinner Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talk radio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.